All right, world's worst podcast
All
number
right, all right, all
24.
right.
Should be live. How's everybody doing? You guys having a good week?
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
getting through. We're getting through.
Choking through, surviving, as it were.
Dying, a little
Yeah.
bit more.
Every day.
On the inside,
little-
I die a little bit every day.
Every day I gotta wake up and that alarm goes off. I feel a tiny part of my soul just escape away from me, like a pixel. You know what I mean? On my monitor, just going dead.
I'm decaying on the outside just as fast.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for
Let's
sure. I
not-
feel that.
Let's not
Yeah.
kid ourselves here.
Yeah, it's equal. They're hand in hand for
Yeah.
sure.
Dusty old bones for sure.
Yeah. Oh my god, my joints, dude, they're so pathetic. So pathetic. My muscles are pretty good at lifting things up, but like my joints are the failure points for sure. Like I can pick things up pretty easily, but then my wrists are like, oh, I'm feeble and pathetic, and they just give up halfway through.
Yeah.
I'm like, no.
When it's all
goddamn it.
damp outside in the morning and you're walking and you can just like hear a clicking in your ear.
Dude.
That's from like your ankle.
Yeah.
You're like, how does this work?
Mine's my knee. Every time I like move my left leg forward to take a step, it goes like pop, 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 and I'm like, that's not okay. That definitely didn't do that 5 years ago. That's for sure. I'm like, oh,
I've got all
aging. Aging is great. I love it. I love like being 30 and shit like that, dude. I can't wait to be 50. That's gonna be the shit because I guarantee I'll have no more health problems. You know what I mean? Nothing will compound worse than it already has. It'll just be great. I can't wait. Hold my breath.
It can't
for that
get
one.
worse, right?
Yeah, no, there's no way. Everything always goes downhill. You know what I mean? It never just keeps getting harder. That's for sure. That's not how things work in the slightest.
Nope.
So we were talking before we went live, and Keiryn was mentioning that he's a fucking maniac and that he's going to get himself a snake. So yeah.
Yeah.
What kind of snake was it? Do you know what kind it is?
Danger
1 second here. I forget the name of it. I'm gonna double check though.
Danger noodle.
Double check it with the snake breeder because he's buying. Yeah, so like Kieran's a connoisseur of reptiles. He only buys his reptiles straight from the source, from like the snake breeder. I was saying to him, I was like, is there a worse caliber of human on the planet than the snake breeder? There's like snake breeder and carny. You know what I mean? And they're like neck and neck with each other between like who's taking that crown for being the shittiest person. But
All right, so it's a Lake Chapala Mexican garter snake.
Lake
Oh, it's
Chapala.
Mexican.
I really
Yeah.
think it should just stay in fucking Lake Chapala.
And here's a picture of the baby. What I'm getting,
That's a
just
baby.
a wee boy. Yeah,
It already looks like a demon.
it's actually like the size of a bottle cap in that picture.
Oh, really? Wow.
Um,
Okay. That's super
yeah.
tiny.
And here is what the male, like the father, looks like color wise.
Ugh.
Look like a pile of nope to me.
Ah,
So they turn into that cool blue color.
I don't care what color it is. It's the color of nope.
It looks evil. Evil!
Oh, he's
Oh.
not evil.
Well, he was probably by nature a good snake, but once you get your hands on him and he starts adapting some of your morals and ideas, that thing's gonna be fucking twisted, dude.
It's gonna come out evil trouser snake.
Snake.
Yeah, he'll be handing out free healthcare and shit in no time.
Chase commented, he's like, only the finest locally harvested snakes.
Locally harvested.
Locally harvested. Like, there's some fucking dude with a bunch of fucking, like, 00 gauged earrings and a bunch of shitty tattoos running through the bushes, grabbing snakes out of the long grass. I got one! Bring the snake
He's
back!
just like, he's like, my only competition on YouTube are those Indian kids that keep catching the pythons in the river. They keep stealing all my views.
They just
Stealing all my views.
They just scoop those
Is that-
things out, too.
Is
They're
that what
so
Brent
aggressive.
Burns does in his off season, Kieran? He just catches snakes in the fucking like swamps.
No, he catches sharks. Duh.
That's true.
Oh, that's pretty badass. If you had to gauge
He
on
does have
a,
a shit ton of snakes though.
on a scale of badassery, would you think that a shark fisherman or a barehanded snake catcher is more badass?
I guess it depends on the size of the snake.
That's
But-
fair. That's fair. I would always go with the snake guy. He doesn't have a hook and a winch. You know what I mean? He's got bare hands and a bunch of bad life
Or a
choices.
boat. Yeah, or a boat, I mean, like, if you're out there hunting sharks, you're a fucking jackass, really.
Yeah, it's true. Unless
So,
you're
like-
hunting like, hey man, what have you seen the Meg?
Unless it's the shark from Jaws or something,
Yeah.
Regular dog.
Or the Meg? You know what I mean? Like,
Dude,
we need
The
to
Meg is
that,
so
yeah.
funny.
I guess
like,
that's more
What is it?
necessity.
Just out of nowhere, it's a megalodon. It's like, oh, okay, thanks.
Thanks.
Fucking
Yeah.
asshole.
I never
I
would have been able
couldn't
to put
figure
that
that one
together. I thought it was just a really, really big crab. That's my mistake.
Mhm.
I enjoy
Had-
that movie because it's ridiculous, but it's so dumb.
Yeah. Yeah, it's real bad, but it's real bad in all the real good ways. You know what I mean? It's like they
Yeah.
know
Like
exactly
Deep
what
Blue
they were doing.
Sea.
He ate me! A fucking shark ate me!
I like Deep Blue Sea. Deep Blue Sea is great.
Yeah.
The sequel, though, nothing stands up to the sequel. The sequel is
Dude, there's a third one apparently.
a trequel.
Ugh.
That's fucking. That's too much.
Scott.
That's too much. I have to draw the line somewhere, and that's where I draw
I'm
it.
gonna
I'm sorry.
find it. Deep Blue Sea
Deep
3.
Blue Sea 3, the deepening. It's like just when you thought the ocean was really deep, it's actually deep.
I thought it was actually called The Deepening, and I was pretty excited.
The redeadening.
It's got a 69% on Rotten Tomatoes. That's not
69?
bad.
That's doing better than The Last Jedi. So it's got that going for it.
Well then.
Nobody liked that movie. Oh, that thing got shit on so badly. I've been on my little Star Wars kick this week watching all the movies again, and those fucking new ones are like unenjoyably bad, man. Holy fuck, are they terrible movies. The first one's pretty cool, the Force Awakens or whatever it is. That one's not too shabby.
Yeah.
And then that Last Jedi one is awful, like absolutely awful. They're like, hey, remember all that cool stuff we set up in the last one? Nope. None of it at all. It's all gone. It's all fucking.
LOL.
Isn't that funny how we did that? Fuck you. It was like, and then that last one that they did, they were just like so ridiculous, man, with the pacing of that movie and shit like that. You know what I mean? It was just so breakneck, but nothing fucking happens. You know what I mean? But there's so much happening. All this, it's bad watch.
Like the
It's a bad
beginning,
watch.
you're like, what's happening?
Even the fucking title crawl is retarded. It just opens up. It's like, Darth Sidious has returned. And I'm like, that's it? He's just back now. There's no, like, we're not even gonna get like a scene in the movie as to how he came back. They're like, nope, he's back. The title crawl said so.
He's back, bitches.
It's like, Jesus Christ, you guys just really
I
stopped
like
caring.
how they just like invented that new force power where like if you stick something behind your head, somebody else can pull it up from behind their head with Jesus powers.
That's fucking sweet too, yeah, man. I like
Just,
that a lot.
oh, he needs that lightsaber over there. Oh, thanks.
Huh, gotcha.
I was like, where the fuck did this come from?
It's telekinetic teleportation. Come on.
Oh, that's what it is. I call it shitting on George Lucas's foundations, but whatever, you know. Tomato, potato. It is what it is. Yeah, those are fucking
Fuck you, George.
bad fucking movies. Yeah, exactly. That's what they said. They were like, "Fuck you, George. No, I got some ideas. If you guys really want, I could come over and help a little bit." No, George,
No.
we're cool. We're good. We got lots of ideas. We got this idea, and we got that idea. There's lots of them. We don't need you, George. You just go and grow more gullets.
How about the character of Finn? The most wasted, useless character.
Literally, it's such cool potential, like a stormtrooper that turned good kind of thing. That's
Yeah.
awesome. You haven't seen that before, and that seems like it could be really fucking neat. And then even in
And
the
that-
newest one, they like expanded on that because remember he found that other chick, you know what I mean, with the cool hair and shit like that, and then her whole colony of people was all like whatever, like defected stormtroopers, you know what I mean, and they were like all in that. And I was like, oh shit, that could be really cool. They're just like, nah, it's not. We're just gonna leave it alone. It's not that cool. We're gonna make him ride hairy horses across a fucking Star Destroyer with a Death Star laser on it. Secondly, another grievance with that, why does the guns on the fucking ship even have the capability to point at its own bridge? That is bad engineering by design, you know what I mean? I don't think anybody would like make a fucking, like a battleship where they're like, hey, let's be able to turn that 120 millimeter cannon straight at the bridge. Like, no, that's not a thing, man. Like,
What's
Star Wars
the
games.
guy? What's the guy that played Hannibal? That was the guy that purposely made the flaw with the Death Star. He did it.
Aiden, Jerso or some shit, whatever the fuck her name was.
Or so, yeah.
Years or whatever the fuck it was. Yeah, that movie I didn't actually mind. That was a good movie. That Rogue One.
No,
one.
Rogue One was great.
That was fun as hell. I really liked it.
My favorite part was all like the people that are retarded and don't watch Star Wars. Like, I was really sad they all died at the end. Like, yeah.
How did you think
Like,
this was gonna
I
go?
know that going into the movie they all die.
It's like, hey, this isn't gonna be ending well. You know what I mean? Like they reference this in
Go
the
watch
movie.
Star Wars, and
Literally.
they tell you that these people die.
Many
Like,
Bothans
the-
died to get us this information. Except for like, I don't even know what a Bothan is, or if any of them were Bothans.
Apparently, the Bothans died to get plans for the second Death Star. But yeah,
Oh, you're right. That was Jedi. Yeah, you're totally right. I like to imagine that it wasn't like a Bothan isn't a species of person and Manny is his name. You know what I mean? Like he's Manny Bothan.
Manny Bothan.
Yeah, and she's like, Manny Bothan died to get us this information.
It's this one guy.
Mm-hmm.
Just some Filipino guy in space.
Yeah, and he was the one responsible for getting them the second Death Star plans. Even though it was the exact same design as the first one, but open at the back.
Character was dumb in fucking The Last Skywalker. Is that what it was called?
Rise of Skywalker?
Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah,
there you go.
Last Jedi. That's what it was.
Whatever.
Mm,
But
like
fucking
Whatever.
that like dumb fucking chick that Poe's in love with that looks like she's a member of Daft Punk. What the hell's the point of her?
the Asian chick there, Rose?
No, dude, you don't even see her face. She's wearing a Daft Punk helmet the whole time.
Mm.
She's on like the
Oh, that
smuggler.
fucking, what's his name there? Not Finn. That's fucking Poe.
Poe. Yeah, I said Poe.
Oh, did you? I thought you said Finn. My bad.
Oh.
Yeah, that was weird. She like opens her visor for half a second, and I'm like, "You're not Daft Punk. That's not true. You lied. This movie's a lie, and I don't like it."
The coolest thing about that planet is that little fucking monkey guy, Babu Frick. Best character in that movie is that little psychopath that's like, woo!
Babu Frick, yeah, he's just like tearing 3PO apart and shit. Yeah, and it was cool because he was like a little puppet. That's always awesome when they use like actual practical puppets like that instead of fucking CG Yodas and shit. Like so much better. Like Puppet Keiryn right there. He's got somebody operating him. He's got 10 men operating him right now. It's a very complicated procedure.
So many hands in his butthole.
Some of them are like in his spine.
It's not mine.
They go everywhere. You just working them like Weekend at Bernie's to keep him going for the podcast. This is a good cigar. I really wish I knew what kind this was because I actually enjoy this one. It's nice. It's very nice.
Oh, have you guys checked out The Cabin?
That Bert Kreischer show?
Bert Kreischer? Yeah.
No, I haven't watched it yet. I've been watching like clips of it from you and like other people sending me random shit, and holy hell, does it ever look fucking funny? It looks fucking
dude,
great,
it's pretty funny.
What's
the
it
first
on?
episode, Netflix.
The
first episode has Tom Segura and Joey Diaz, and they get like some super legit Cuban guy that came to America on a raft, and he's rolling them cigars.
On a fucking raft?
On a raft.
Dude, that is insane.
Yeah.
That communism really fucking gives you some like dedication to get away from it, doesn't it?
Apparently, it was him and his friend fell off the raft and died, and he made it to America.
And he's like, "Sorry, bro, I'm not stopping. We're going."
See you later, Wilson.
See
you later, Wilson.
Please come back. He's like not even dead. He's just floating there. Sorry, man.
He's like hanging on a buoy. He's like, "You can totally get me."
Yeah. He's like trying to throw the rope back to him, and he's like throwing the rope off the raft, and she's like, "No fucking Christ, there's no rope! I can't bring you back on."
Pulling a rose. There's no room. There's no room.
I'm sorry. What do you want me to do? There's literally no space for you. I don't know how you expect me to be able to fit anybody else on this. And he's just stretching out like a motherfucker. Good luck, bud. Good luck. The current will take you somewhere.
Yeah, bye.
Pulls out his own cigar and starts smoking it. You're like, wait a minute. Why, did you have that the whole time?
You see like 5 shark fins pop out.
Perfect. The circle of life has once again completed itself. From where we start, we all go back. I think we all start as shark food, and we'll end as shark food. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If there was like there's a more terrifying animal that could potentially like make its way onto land in a couple thousand years, I don't think there's anything other than the shark. You know what I mean? Like, imagine if a shark started getting, like, alligator capabilities. Being able to, like, crawl around on its little fucking retarded hands. And get out of the water or whatever. That'd be fucked, dude.
It'd be funny if they didn't have, like, claws. They're actually, like, delicate hands.
Yeah, that'd be cool. They got, like, thumbs and shit, little shark thumbs. No, fuck that, dude.
They play piano and stuff.
Oh, yeah. Maybe they are intelligent. Maybe they're just so, like, aggressive because they're ornery. Because they don't have any friends. You know what I mean? Nobody just takes the time to go down and chill with the sharks. They just put themselves in a cage and distance themselves from the shark. And they're like, oh, it's scary. I can't get near them. And the sharks are just like, what's up, bro? And he's trying to, like, get into the cage to chill with you and shit. He doesn't want to bite you or anything.
He's trying to, like, give you pounds it and shit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Keiryn, you can relate to this. You're about to buy a snake. You know what I mean? You clearly think the dangerous animals are safe and a good idea.
If it was like a big python, I wouldn't. He's just like a tiny ass snake.
Are you gonna get it a cool? Are you gonna get like a cool fucking terrarium or whatever you call those things?
I do. I
I don't know
did
what
buy
you
an
call
enclosure already.
Nice. You gonna get them all kinds
Yeah.
of cool snake things to like climb on and fucking branches and shit.
There's a couple cool things in there. I
Nice.
might, add a few things here and there for him.
If I'm being honest, I was always jealous of like hamsters and snakes for their enclosures because they have so much more activities than I do in my apartment. You know what I mean? Like I don't have a rock, I don't have a rock wall or a branch to climb on anywhere in my apartment, dude. And like, yeah, and nobody like buys me one. You know what I mean? Like I'll take one. By the way, if anybody wants to buy me,
I don't have a treadmill to run on.
yeah, I have none of that, dude. I don't have a heating lamp with a rock beside it that I can chill on and get warm.
Yeah, dude, I had a turtle for like 10 years when I was a kid.
I'm too
pretty
cheap
cool.
to buy a heated pad. So
When I bought it, it was like this big. It was like tiniest little fuck. It was like this big.
Really?
And it grew, it grew to about like, I don't know, this big.
Jeez.
It would have got bigger, but they grow with the size of their tank, so
Dude, you fucking
yeah,
you must have hit him with the ooze. You know what I mean?
the ooze.
You started teaching him some like ninjutsu and shit.
And then when I was like, I don't really want a turtle anymore, I just gave it the pet store that I got it from. They take them back because they have like a big ass pond where they put them.
So I just flushed him down the toilet. Easy come, easy go.
no.
His shell got stuck, so I had to fucking boot him down there a little bit, but
I had to
I got
kick
him
it down. I had to squish it down.
I got him in there. He's gone now.
You ever taken a shit in the shower? You gotta like waffle stomp it in.
Yeah, waffle stomping.
What is that term?
Well, you know how most
Because you know how
drains, like-
waffles have ridges and shit?
I do.
No,
I
I
do.
thought it's because most grates are drains, so like it's got like an X pattern. So when you squish it through, it's like a waffle.
Stop.
you waffle stomp your shit in the shower.
Oh my god, that's amazing. I've never taken a shit in the showers. I'm gonna do that. Dude. I'm gonna try. I want to waffle stomp some stuff. That's
I've never personally tried it either, but that's the term that
I just have
I've
like
heard
an open drain. You know what I mean? Like I just have like an open hole drain. I don't get to
Well, that's
waffle
perfect.
stomp.
That's
there's
perfect. You can just put full logs down.
It's easy. It's easier for sure. But I want the satisfaction.
You just fucking get them in there. You put them in like hot dogs.
It's just like shitting in a toilet, except for way worse and smellier.
It clogs up my plumbing, but I don't know what does it.
But I don't know what doesn't. Hold on, I'm gonna go grab a beverage. I'll be right back. Oh, Kate was saying too about sharks.
She said,
Huh?
baby hammerhead sharks are so cute, though. Maybe the big ones just want to be pet, too. Oh, yeah, man. But they have, like, little hammerhead sharks at the fucking Toronto aquarium. They're, like, mixed in with the stingrays. And they're like, you can pet the stingrays, but don't pet the little sharks. Like, they're right there. They're in the same water.
So
Like,
fucking listen.
Gotta make sure you flip them off for your boy Steve Irwin.
I'm gonna punch the next stingray I see.
Just, like, punch it. Fuck you, you piece of shit.
It just stings your hand and you die too.
Chase said just to install a garbage disposal in your shower drain. Can you imagine?
He's thinking. He's thinking. That's the next big thing since the bidet for bathrooms.
Oh.
The,
When you're in the shower, you're like, I don't want to get out just to take a shit.
this shit garburator.
The shitterator.
The shit garburator.
Just install a
duper.
garbage disposal in your shower.
Yeah.
drain.
This shit garburator.
Because nobody wants to get out of the shower mid-shower to take a shit.
No, dude, that's
No.
awful. What's that? I think
Just
it's-
pop a
think,
pop a squat over your drain.
Yeah, dude.
Let it go.
It's so much simpler. I think it was Daniel Tosh has a joke about that. He's like, "You ever had a fucking post-shower shit?" He's like, "That's horrible." So that's not the order.
That's
of events.
disgusting. You might as well get right back in.
Yeah, go. But you may as well go back to bed, start your whole day over. That's not the order of events.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true too. That's fucked up. He's like, "This isn't right. It's a glitch in the matrix. I don't like this at all." Yeah, post-shower shits are the worst for sure. You're all clean and enjoyable, and then you got to sit on the toilet and feltify your butthole again. Shower go brrr. Yeah, shower would go brrr like a motherfucker, dude. Until I clog it with poop logs, and then that's a fucking problem.
But that's what the carburetor's for.
It'll clog.
That sound means you're not getting clogs.
I've yet to find any machinery that can fully and adequately accept my waste. Nothing exists.
Super shits.
Dude, at my last house, our toilet that was on the main floor was like an American one, so it like flushed so hard, it was great.
It knows.
Never had to worry about
The
it.
American ones should be better, right? Because
Yeah, it was better.
They're all fat
Americans
and fucking proud, dude.
they're all shitting on the toilet.
You know
We use extra water or something.
Taco Bell's biggest market isn't in Mexico. Spoiler alert, that's for sure. So yeah, those toilets have to be ready to accept fucking mass amounts of waste and eviction. You know what I mean? Just coming out. Yeah, but they have so much food in the States too, dude. Your like combo sizes are fucking retarded. It's amazing.
Dude, yeah, you go anywhere and you spend like $10 and you get food and like it takes up like this much. You're like, what do I need all this food for?
To be
But like
No,
if
you
they
think
stop
about
doing that,
What's
all
wrong
their
with it?
fucking American customers would be like, you need enough food?
right.
They're like, Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah, that's your problem. That's
Nobody
'cause
needs
you're
the
fucking.
spaghetti.
Maybe you don't, all right, commie, but everybody else wants it and they deserve it, all right? This is America. It's called freedom. If I want to eat fucking 90,000 pounds of, or like calories worth of fucking spaghetti in one sitting, I'm gonna goddamn well do it. And I'm gonna chase it down with a gallon of diet soda because I'm trying to watch my
I
weight.
want a liter of cola.
It's like in Parks and Rec, the child-sized soda is like this cup that's like this big.
Oh yeah, I
They're
love
like-
that.
It's about the size of a child if the child was
Yeah,
liquid
if
form.
the child was in liquid form. Yeah, that's too good, man. I fucking love that shit so much. I haven't watched that in so long. I haven't been watching like
It's
any
good.
TV lately. I've been no, that's not true actually. This whole week I spent watching season 2 of The Boys. Have you watched that yet, Jared?
I watched the first 3 episodes. I need to go back to it. I started watching Castle again because I have Prime Video.
Yeah,
But,
Castle's good. Castle's
I'm
really
on season 3.
But yeah, I finished watching the second season of The Boys this week. That was really.
I heard it
good.
gets fucking nuts. I need to finish it.
Oh my god, it goes off the rails, dude. It goes fucking ridiculous. Like, totally where you don't expect it to either. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, it gets
I'm excited.
really, really, really good for sure. So yeah, if you haven't watched it yet, then we won't talk about it. We won't spoil it for you.
I'm excited. I'll make sure I have it watched before next weekend so we can
Mm-hmm.
chat about it.
Yeah, that'd be good, cool, and then we can have a talk about it because yeah, like I said, I already watched it all, and I very much like to talk about it. Have you watched The Boys, Keiryn? Have you seen any of it, even the first season?
Well, I saw the first episode, I think, where
Yeah.
he like, buddy like runs through some guy's girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was fucking hardcore.
Yeah,
He's just
like-
holding your hands. Just
just gooify.
He's just like,
Dude,
I don't have time to stop right now. He's like, I keep going.
I can't stop. I gotta go.
Uh,
But he's like,
I
Is
just
there
"No."
bad-
like last week that guy, like I forget his name now, but
A-Train.
like the kid. No, not A-Train.
Oh,
like the kid, like the.
Oh,
It's his name's Randy Quaid. He's fucking Dennis Quaid and Meg Ryan's kid.
yeah, for sure.
I had no idea. And then
Nice.
as soon as I said it, I'm like, he kind of looks like fucking Dennis Quaid.
Brendan's on his way back. So yeah, Brendan will be joining us in a moment here. Very good, very good.
Where'd you
that's good.
go?
That's good right there.
Oh yeah, Brandon's not here, by the way.
In case you didn't know.
He's got
Hey!
issues
Where'd you go?
with. Oh, it's Korean Jesus.
Oh my God, he's
Welcome
here. Hey, what's up, buddy?
Nothing. That's a little bit high.
Just a little bit. It's not that bad. I'm a little bit high too, so that's convenient.
Oh, but now you can see my trash. It's okay. I'll just.
It's okay.
You can see an old bunny's
One
cup in my
man's
back.
trash is another
shit
man's
laundry.
treasure.
Dude, pointing while like pointing at something in frame is not at all pointing at it in real life. In real life, I'm pointing
No.
at the closet, but on camera, I'm like tiddling the guitar case.
Or like pointing at all the hall.
It's weird. Yeah. Huh. How you doing, Brendan?
Not bad.
Not too bad.
Tired.
Not too
Tired, yeah.
shabby.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a long couple of days for you, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good long though, right?
Yeah.
For the most part, right? So that's
Yes.
good.
Yes.
Congrats.
Wow, what were you
Black
doing?
snake long.
Hmm.
I said like Alabama black snake long.
Ooh, that's real long. That's
What were
long.
you
and
doing?
The day is hot.
Oh God, what was going on that people are talking about installing garbage disposals in the shower drains?
We're talking about shitting in your shower.
Okay, all
Yeah.
right, sweet.
The logistics.
The old
of it.
waffle stomp.
Somebody called it a waffle stomp, I believe was the term that was used. I'd never heard that before, but I'm glad I know it now.
great.
Yeah, so
Oh.
that's good. It's basically exactly what you'd think it was. You know what I mean? Because the drain in the shower makes a waffle shape, and your poo is very, very.
I
very-
get it.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Now you
get
get
it.
it.
Malleable.
It's
It's a very
malleable.
malleable food.
Depending
Yes.
depending on how your digestive system works, you could also have very hard poops, and in which case you should go to the doctor because that could be cancer.
Good to know.
Yeah. Always watch your stool. Always watch your stool.
So you're telling me you guys don't paint the entire bowl in one go like me?
It's terrifying. You should also see a doctor.
I'm just kidding.
Your insides are like pressurized. That's They just like release themselves.
Like a
with
time
fucking
bomb every
fury,
morning.
dude.
Like, why is there speckles of shit on the underside of the fucking toilet seat?
Like, how
Don't
does
worry
this
about
work? This is like physics defying. There's gravity on this planet. For Christ's
Don't
sake.
worry.
I create my own bidet with forceful shits.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh my God.
Oh,
It's not a bidet when it's just splashed back on your ass cheeks, Jared.
welcome, Brendan. This is the high quality
If
conversation.
it works.
you
Oh,
miss
water
out
on my
on.
ass. I don't need a wipe. I felt the water.
It feels fairly clean. It feels fairly clean, so I'm just gonna deal with it. Ew, Jesus Christ.
I started walking a few steps and I didn't feel anything, so we're good.
The heat from the day dried it up.
Freezing.
Everything's good. Everybody's cold. Fucking Keiryn was saying he was really cold too. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's freezing in my room.
I'm
right
like
now.
sitting here with
Oh,
my like
God.
window literally wide
I have like
open.
the smallest room too. Like it heats up pretty quick, but god damn, it's cold.
Not today though, apparently.
It's fucking cold.
Today you're just shafted like a motherfucker, dude. We could trade. You could have my extremely warm house all the time. You're just constantly sweating and uncomfortable. So there's that. I'd rather be a little cold, actually.
Yeah.
So,
Dude, they turned the
wearing
fucking
sweaters.
heat on in my apartment like a month and a half ago. Fucking bullshit.
Yeah, actually,
Like
you know what?
beginning of September, I was like, "Why is my heat on?"
They're like, oh my
It was
god,
like
it's actually
80 degrees
fucking.
that night, and they turned the heat on. And I was just sweating.
But like, we better deal with this right now, you know.
Like,
Poseidon's kiss. That's what Chase said. Oh Jesus
I
Christ!
see Chase also shits like a man.
So we also have a connoisseur in the audience. Yes, very good.
God.
Very good. Oh, that's good. This is a highbrow conversation that you were missing out on, Brendan, for 35 minutes.
Lucy's like, you're all terrible. Terrible people.
Lucy, you're still alive! Yay! You won't die.
Kill that snake for us.
Get
kill
the
the snake. Fuck
Get
that
it!
thing.
Get it, Lucy! She's
not here
"Fuck
yet."
up." Oh, okay. Well, she will. We're pre-programming her. We're fucking Manchurian candidating her. So then when we say keywords like Alabama, she'll be like, oh, and then she'll go and jump and murder the snake. You know what I mean? Like out of nowhere and shit. We'll program her to do this shit.
Did you hear that, Luce? When you hear Alabama, you gotta go
She's not.
fuck
listening.
it up.
I think
Every
she's,
time
doesn't
somebody
care.
says Alabama,
she
you just hear
seems to
roll
have-
tide, and she like fuck shit up.
seems to have some kind of learning disability. I would assume, because it's clearly not the fact that she's just a cat. This cigar's starting to get a little swampy.
Keiryn, is that key on your face newer? It looks new. I don't remember it.
What now?
This. Is that new?
That tattoo that
You
you
mean
got
that?
in place of sideburns.
Yeah,
When the hell did you get that?
Friday.
Okay, I was like, that looks pretty fucking new. Okay.
I got this one too. Oh, where'd it go?
I was like, I've seen that one, you fucking moron.
No, you haven't.
Oh, you offend me. You offend my indigenous heritage.
Was that a feather? Is that a feather? What kind
Well-
of feather is it?
It's offensive
feather.
to birds.
Is it a quail
It's a
feather?
The
Offensive
quill,
to
you're
the
right.
hero warbirds.
Oh, a quill.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
You're right.
Yes,
with it, yeah.
to the hero pigeon warbirds.
That's right.
It's
Yes.
offensive.
That's right. You're fucking
Fuck, you
besmirching
kill
their
pigeons
legacy, dude.
And I'm right in their blood, you sick fuck.
What are you trying to amalgamate their deliciously rich pigeon culture? Who are you? Fucking white people, dude. I swear to God.
Oh,
No, that's pretty cool. How bad did that suck? Sometimes I shave my
Ac-
sideburns and it's bad enough.
Actually, it wasn't bad at all.
Well, you're not a
compared to
good
some other
metric.
spots.
You're not a good metric for this. You're like somebody who's been in a car accident and lost feeling in their nervous system, and they're like, "Oh, I don't know, it doesn't hurt that bad to break my arm." You've got so
Like
many
in the
tattoos.
like in the movie Kick-Ass.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I have a lot of really bad spots to go.
But do you not
And
think that
they-
objectively
Like your
you're just so desensitized to the
Are you
pain of a
saving your
tattoo
teeth
where
for
you're just
last?
like, you know what I mean? You think it's not that bad, but for a normal human who's had like a tattoo or no tattoos, just that fucking sensation of your brain like, oh, just all the
Honestly,
oh my god.
it's really it was way better than you'd think, considering where it is.
What's the worst spot you've gotten done?
Ribs or elbow,
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah, an elbow seems pretty fucking atrocious.
Yeah, I feel like the ribs would be bad.
Anything bone or pit is ridiculous.
Yeah.
But see, that's why I thought this would be so bad, because there's nothing. It's just like this little skin
And
layer.
nips, all right on the nips, it hurt.
See, like stuff like this
Oh,
is
nips.
this is all skin. This is all skin that's like really tough that you've scratched all the time.
Or where.
Stuff like
Yeah.
that. Like
Mhm.
It gets
it's
touched.
There's not a lot
Like
of
the
very
underside of things, like I feel like the underside of the arm too,
Yeah.
like right in there would
Yeah.
be
right
yeah.
there.
anything where
um,
tendons run,
kinda like
ins-
back inside of your leg, kind of like by gooch area.
Yeah.
that's like a
Ooh.
pit. Like it would be
Yeah.
the inside of elbows
Yeah, fuck
and like the
that.
back of your knee
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
or your
that's
kneecap
rough.
or your elbow.
I just remember when I got a bit of my chest done, it came real close to my nipple, and that was like painful too.
That's a rough
It can be,
spot,
yeah.
dude, for sure. I guess it all depends on the person too, obviously. Like if you're like a skinnier person and shit like that, and you've got more.
Everyone's a
like,
little different,
more-
but for
more
the most
bone,
part,
but-
they like as a general rule, they all suck. And if you think
Martin's
that they
mom wants
don't,
to
they're
know how
probably
many
just lying.
tattoos do you have, Keiryn?
Pardon?
Martin's mom wants to know how many tattoos you have.
Hi, mom.
Fuck, I don't know.
Yeah, that's a
A
good
lot.
question.
Like 40 plus hours.
40 plus hours of tattooing, eh? Yeah. That's so much tattoos. That's crazy.
Maybe more.
When
I
you
don't
put
know.
it into perspective like that in a term of hours, you literally have an entire work week's worth of tattoos on you. That's fucking incredible.
You've got to
Let's
have more
go.
than
Let's
40
get
hours,
more.
man. You've got to have more than 40 hours.
I don't know.
But you've got
Definitely,
so
man.
many.
Just my arm, just that was like 5 hours.
Yeah,
You're
there you
covered,
go.
man. You
Yeah.
definitely got more than
How
40
long,
hours.
how long
of
did
work.
the two of them
I
work on
agree.
your back for that one day?
100% more than
That was
40.
2.5 hours.
Okay, so that's 5 hours just there because it's two people.
Well, that was two people though, right? That was a double team job, so
One starting at the
Yeah,
top and one working at the bottom.
yeah. So that's
Oh,
different too. I mean,
Jesus.
that's two. That's now two pens in.
That actually, it was like I did use some of the numbing cream for that, but
Yeah.
between the two of them, like it was better having both of them work on it than having just one of them work on it.
yeah,
Yeah.
just get it out.
Just get it out of the way.
Because
Kind of thing.
you're well, no, I mean like it physically like was easier to handle
Oh, yeah.
because
Oh.
your brain was having a tough time to like in my opinion this is why I thought it was better is that my brain was having a tough time deciding which pain to focus on.
Mm.
Yeah, it wasn't such like a
It's when
pinpointed
somebody
like.
punches you in the arm and like focus on that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, a little bit, but like they're both running at the same time, so you're kind of like,
Yeah,
I don't know what to
it seems
focus
kind of
on.
spread out almost.
Yeah,
like,
and
Yeah, I
it
can
was a little bit.
understand
Yeah, it almost felt better. It felt
well,
like
it's kind of
there
like
was
a
less
nail
pressure.
bed, like how you can't lay on one, but you can lay on 100, and it's
That,
like
that would be a perfect way of describing it. Actually, I think it
Yeah.
just felt like there was
even though
less
it is the
pressure
same
on it.
pressure, it's not like it's lighter because there's two, but it feel. Yeah, I get what you
Exactly.
mean.
The
It's less
distribution.
concentrated almost.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
it seemed
No, it's not.
easier
It's
to
just
deal with.
completely subconscious.
Yeah. Oh, most likely. Yeah.
But
That's
sometimes
neat. That's a cool
all you
thing
need.
to. That's cool.
Sometimes that's all you need, though, is that little bit of a subconscious
Oh,
kick.
exactly.
You know what I mean? Just to switch it up a little bit, where you're like, I can stand this. It's not that bad. You know what I mean? Where it's like, yeah, if you would have just had one spot for fucking 9 hours over, you know what
Just
I mean?
like
It's okay,
Oh, no.
let's end
No way.
this, or before I end myself.
Yeah. Honestly, even after like 2 hours now, I'm like, nah, I'm not feeling it anymore.
Mm. Like, I'm good.
used
Yeah,
to,
I
like-
definitely won't do what I did with my arm again because, like, that was a cover up, which I still have to get more in. So I did like everything at once, and yeah, like I said, that was like 5 hours of just like excruciating, like get the color in, and it was just like okay, not doing
Yeah.
that
This
again.
is-
I
yeah.
like my arm was just a crust, just a big old fucking crust at one point. I was like, I can't even move.
I made a
I'll
mistake.
definitely space it out
I
from now.
made a
Outline
mistake.
first, shading later.
Oh yeah, for sure, dude. That's so.
Being the
brutal.
cover up, I thought it would look even worse just having the outline on it. I'm like, yeah, so I've got to do it all at once, but
No,
Yeah.
that's
probably
bad.
not again.
That's bad.
It sucks.
I got that one,
Like-
and
like
that's
a-
enough for me. Never again. Never ever again. Unless they figure out some revolutionary way to tattoo a hairline onto me that is actual hair, then maybe I'll go back in for another sitting. But
3D printed hair.
me thinks that ain't gonna be a thing. Me thinks that ain't gonna be a thing. So I think I'm just gonna have to deal with the cards that
It might be. It might be in the year 2077.
It's come up with like a sewing type machine, but it's almost kind of like a nail gun, but it works like a sewing machine.
When
just
are we
with
getting your
individual
next
hairs.
tattoo, Mark?
Like that's what I was just saying. I was like, as soon as they invent the technology to tattoo real human hair onto my head, then I'll go get a fucking another tattoo.
I told you, Mark, 2077.
I'm good. Yeah. No. Hey, you know what? When
Oh,
2077 comes, I've got other.
I'm pretty sure they technically have that, but it's not real hair, I guess.
2077.
Well, I want it to be real hair. I want it to grow like real hair, and I want to be a virile, adamant, like a viable man. You know what I mean? That's what I want. So unless it's real hair that actually grows at a
Me
length
too.
that's longer than the rest of everyone else's, that's it. I'm not interested. Or I'm gonna get that pepper shaker magnetic hair shit. You guys seen that stuff? That's a
Why don't you
thing.
just get a screw-on toupee?
Shut up, man. If you're not gonna offer up helpful solutions, then just shut up. All right.
Why are you
Man.
here?
I'm gonna get a toupee
like
that's
a-
like a different color
like
than
a-
the rest of my hair.
Like
too,
a dermal, but with hair, so you can just spin it on.
Yeah, exactly. A dermal.
But with hair. You know what I mean?
Like
You
a
just
hair
spin it
dermal.
on.
Yeah, like a
You
hair
can change.
dermal. Yeah.
You can change your tops all you want.
Like exactly like a dermal. Yeah, you know those woodworking dermals that you use to.
I think he means the dermal piercing.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, dermal
Pro-
tool.
No, okay.
It's just a dermal tool.
that a
that you use to-
Dremel?
Yeah, it's.
You can just Dremel that shit out. Yeah.
No, you're thinking of a Dremel. I'm talking about a dermal.
First off,
It's much different.
Dremel out the scalp, and then we put the dermal in.
It's a different tool entirely. The Dremel cuts things, and the dermal creates things. It's its only purpose.
Well, first we cut it out, then we create. What do you want?
And then we fill it back in. This is how we operate. The
What
dermal.
are we even talking about?
I don't know. What the fuck are we ever even talking about? You joined
All
into
right,
the
Mom
conversation
said-
while we were
Mom
trying to
said
step on poop.
maybe a doll maker can help you out.
Oh, maybe. Actually, yeah. I saw
Hey.
Toy Story 2. He fixed Woody pretty good.
Actually, speaking of creepy ass doll shit, want to see this sweet fucking thing I found on Facebook Marketplace?
Is it another fucking snake? Because if it is, I don't.
Oh God.
Ah.
Uh,
Why?
Why?
Can you read that? Hold on, what's that say?
No, I can't.
It's like a
We're
fucking
baby
looking
baby.
at,
head
like, a Parkinson's
terrarium.
patient.
$15?
did Lyra buy it because she's a psychopath?
Yeah, man. What
I
kind of
sent it to her.
sociopath is ordering that shit? That's fucked. That's
Isn't
fucking
that
weird.
amazing?
Jesus.
That's just so strange. So strange.
I had to show it to you guys so that I wasn't the only one that died in 7 days.
That's fair, yeah. That's fair.
Thanks for including us.
I appreciate you thinking about us.
You're
like that.
welcome.
You're the best friend that a friend could ever ask, friend.
This will be World Wars podcast
You
last
gotta
episode.
share, right?
Yeah,
Uh,
apparently, yeah.
Oh,
for
my
sure.
screen went black.
Tune in next week to watch us die
tune in,
live.
well, next week to watch us die on air.
One at a time, in a more intricately involved way than the last. Yeah, exactly. You know what
It's
I mean?
a really exciting episode.
Mhm.
It's like Death Note.
It's
Yeah,
is
All
my
drop
screen
dead on
black?
air.
Final Destination shit. It gets like super
I have a
involved super
Death Note.
fast. Like a
Where is
window
it?
pane falls out of my window, but I catch it, and I'm like, "Oh, that was close! I could have died from that." And then my computer just lights on
The one
fire and
falls?
kills me. I'm like, "Ah!" Like, damn you! You got me again, Death. You win this round. You shiesty bastard. At least I wasn't driving behind a logging truck. That could have been way worse.
Some Final Fantasy bullshit.
You Final Destination?
Fantasy, yeah, Final Destination.
Ah, yeah.
Same shit. Asians
enough.
having
Different file.
beautiful anime Asian characters going through fantasy stripes, people getting murdered in incredibly more intricate ways over and over again. What's it?
It's all the same.
Same thing.
What was it?
All the same.
Was it Final Destination 2 where that kid got crushed by the plane of glass while he was walking underneath the construction site? Was that?
Yeah.
That fucked
Yeah.
me up for years, dude.
Dude, I love that
way-
movie because he's just like
His spine,
You're
his
like,
spine
Yeah,
goes
you
the
see him go,
wrong way, and it just
Yeah.
folds him into an accordion of fucking organs and shit, dude. And he makes a
Yeah.
noise like an accordion does if he closes it too fast. And he just was goo, and he was dead, dude. That shit got me good.
Remember the third one where the guy gets killed in the pool by getting his innards sucked out his asshole?
That's so funny. They were like,
That was always a childhood fear of mine for some reason in the pool.
They made
I would
fucking-
never sit. I would never directly sit on the grate because I didn't.
I know.
want
I know like a few people that are like have like a fear of drains and stuff.
That's such a
Weird.
strange
Well-
thing. It's smart
Well,
though.
they should
You're
never
it's
get a
clever.
fucking shower carburetor.
Yeah, no shit. You're not gonna be invested in that for sure.
I think my mom or my family or someone knew someone that actually happened to.
Where it pulled
And
their
they
organs
told-
out of their assholes.
Yeah. And they told me they're like never like go there that way because like it could happen to you.
Dude, they fucking
Yeah,
they made fun of that on Always Sunny, and I thought it was just a joke. Maka was like, they go to the water park, and he's like, all right, no matter what happens, what you guys do, don't put your butthole on the drain. I heard this story about this girl who did it once, pulled her organs right out. She had to chew through her small intestine to swim to safety. Don't be that chick. And I thought it was just a joke, but apparently that's a real thing that can happen. So yeah.
Yeah.
All throughout the episode, he's like, they get
Because
stuck
my
in the
grandparents
water
had a
slide.
pool, so
So, yeah.
I remember being told that as a kid.
That's like what the insurance company told them to tell guests. They're like, always ensure that you tell the guests that they can't put their buttholes on the drain of the pool or else you will be liable. All right, I'll make sure I tell him. He's got like a sign posted with like a stick person's asshole going onto a drain with an X through it or whatever.
No buttholes on the drain.
No buttholes on the drains, please. You're like, yeah, it's an unsafe practice. You don't want to have to end up like that. What kind of terrible
No
fate
buttholes
was
on the
like?
drain.
What kind of fucking bad things did you do in a past life that has to be your fate?
I don't know, man. With my luck, it happened to me.
Get your organs ripped out of your fucking asshole by a pool drain. Like, oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, there's a handful of better ways to die than that. for
Confirmed.
sure.
Okay, I had to do a quick Google. That's confirmed to have
That's
happened.
actually
Mainly
happened.
to children, though. Actually, which is fucked.
But that's real.
Mainly
Like
to
that.
children. Yeah, that's
Oh,
real.
Jesus.
It's because their
I just saw someone
buttholes
said,
aren't
like,
strong
at least
enough
5
yet.
kids,
Yeah,
whatever
dude.
year that thing was published. said that.
Buttholes aren't
Yeah.
strong
Kids.
enough. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what Jared
Ugh.
said. They haven't worked up those sphincter muscles from years of shitting yet. You know what I mean? And holding back shit. So yeah, they have weak susceptible.
Only those
buttholes.
Catholic boy children were
Those-
safe.
Those poor kids. I was trying to make a poop joke. I just wanted to put the record straight.
No one saw it coming except the Christian
Yeah,
children.
except the priests and the altar assistants. They all saw it
I've been
coming.
training you for years, boy.
Just keep bouncing them around. There's so many churches everywhere, dude. It doesn't matter. Nobody can request the priest record. You know what I mean? That should be a thing when you
Mark-
walk into a church, like a Catholic church. It's got the priest's name and his like lists of accomplishments and charges all on the window at the side. You know what I mean? You're like, sorry, boys, we're gonna go to the Presbyterian church, but they don't have sex with children. We're gonna give up on this Catholicism thing. It's all good.
Yo, Martin, I
Yo.
saw that you were also digging into some "Am I the Assholes" earlier.
Yeah, but I was perusing that. There's always some good stuff on there for sure, man. You can never go wrong.
Yeah, but we haven't done it for a little while. I
Yeah.
found a funny one.
Yeah,
I just
that one
like
you
the
posted
title.
made me chuckle. Yeah, I didn't
was
read
like, oh.
anything into it, but yeah, that title made me laugh like a motherfucker for sure.
I was like, oh, who the fuck does that? Probably an asshole.
Yeah, right. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay, hold on. I'll get it all set up here, and we'll do one of these. Actually, before we jump into that, too, I still have a couple of those random questions. Remember we were talking just about 10 seconds ago about getting your organs ripped out of your butthole and dying from it, right?
Okay,
So there's like a kind
I
of
do remember.
You do? Okay, good. I'm glad you remember. It was a long time ago, so I thought maybe it might have slipped your guys' minds. Such a distant memory, you know? But, so, like, that's a pretty awful way to die by doing something that's kind of benign, you know what I mean? So, like, yeah, and you know what? I'm not going to transition this as well as I originally envisioned that I was going to. If you had to do, like, an extreme activity, right, when they all have, like, this risk of dying, like a skydiving or bungee jumping or, like, scuba diving or something like that, you know what I mean? Let's just say those three. So, skydiving, bungee jumping, or scuba diving. Which one of those three would you do? Which one would you feel more
I
comfortable?
know which one Brendan would not do.
Oh, wait, is this like a choice to like die from?
No, not necessarily. Just with the added
Oh.
risk of the potential of them. You know what I mean? Like,
I
because
know
it's
which one
pretty,
Brendan would
pretty
not
big
do,
risk.
100%.
Scuba
I'd probably
diving,
do
too.
scuba diving, but
Would you?
like very like shallow scuba diving.
Yeah,
I
that's
think I would
one.
Yeah, I
do
did
scuba diving.
snorkeling in like Costa
Yeah,
Rica. That was
yeah.
actually
Something like
cool as
snorkeling would be
fuck.
fun.
That's
Those
I
are
would never
fucked.
ever I would do any of the other two before I would go scuba diving. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, no,
so
scuba
hard.
diving like deep down and shit. Hell no,
Yeah.
man. Yeah,
I
you
wouldn't
and me
wanna do
connect
any of
on
them.
that whole like fuck the ocean thing.
Yeah, dude, I don't do
Fuck
water.
Water
I
you
don't-
can't see the bottom
No,
of.
I don't do that
I don't-
shit.
I don't
in
like
the
heights.
slightest. No,
Heights
you don't
suck.
like heights? Yeah.
I hate heights. Like I'm terrified of heights, but I would like way quicker throw myself out of
Yeah,
an airplane than
and
I would
I would-
ever jump into water I can't see the bottom of.
I
in
feel
a
like,
minute. That ain't even a thought to me.
My thing with heights is only ever like scary to me when I can perceive the height. You know what I mean? Like when I'm on top of a
Yeah.
building or something, I'm
Like
like,
a building,
holy shit.
exactly.
That's far.
Plane, it's different.
It's so high, dude. You don't even know what a farm
Yeah.
field looks like. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
it's like
exactly.
that fear of height is just gone. It's just one of those things
It's
where
gone
you
in
just,
the plane.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just so
exactly.
it's another fear entirely. It's literally just
Yeah.
jumping out of something with, you know what I mean, where you're just like, this isn't a good idea, like at all. You know what I mean? It's a bad enough idea that we're putting this tiny piece of fucking aluminum into the sky and cruising around
what
on
really
it. Never mind
screws
jumping
me?
out of it.
Yeah,
The thought of
my
it that always
self-preservation things, like I wouldn't
messes
get
with
that
me.
far.
That's the
about
trick.
like jumping out of a plane is every time you see skydiving, like it looks like like it almost seems like they're falling slower at first. You know what I mean? Because like jumping out, but like dude, when you jump off like a fence, think of how far or how quick you drop.
Yeah.
it's exactly it when you jump out of that place. It's like boom.
Dude, I jumped
Immediately.
off of, I used
Fuck
to jump off
that,
my second
too.
floor balcony
Like,
all the time. And it's like, yeah, it is amazing. Like, it doesn't look that far, but it's incredible how fast the ground comes up to your legs.
Oh,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? Like, yeah, it does not take long for you to fucking hit the dirt. Like,
Jump out of a plane. Like that is
Yeah.
something that I do want to do at some point. Is do a fucking
do a
that would
skydive.
be crazy.
Would you do the
Yeah.
would you do the unassisted one where you do like the schooling for the day and you jump by yourself, or would you do the one where you're strapped to somebody?
Okay, see, I didn't think that was an option. I thought you always had to.
You have to, at least here.
Oh, I was gonna say,
Kate-
I know in the States.
You
Just
do have to
posted
do
a
your first
comment.
jump with someone, right?
You have to do a certain amount of hours, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
okay.
I know in the
Kate
States.
just went skydiving recently. And
Oh.
She just put a comment.
Oh yeah, skydiving is really awesome and serene. Well, I fucking imagine so. Bungee jumping was fun as hell. Yeah, I don't know. Fuck, I think I'd sooner skydive
Yeah.
than bungee jump. to be
Bungee jumping
honest.
is at the bottom of my list for sure. I don't
Yeah,
think
I
would
wouldn't do
ever
bungee jumping. I
jump.
think.
That is so fucking.
Yeah,
just
probably
so
scarier than
fucking-
skydiving, to be honest.
I
I
don't
can
like-
fucking see that. I can totally see that.
Yeah.
You're just going
Just
head
straight.
first at the ground.
Yeah, just straight down.
head
I don't like-
first.
And you're like hoping
Just
to
don't
God.
jump off a fucking like 50-foot thing. No.
No.
I hate all the options because I'm not in control of any of them. It's
Yeah.
all comes down to some component working properly. And as you all know, most components that I tend to own or am around fuck up.
Yeah, you've got real good luck with
So-
that for sure. You'd have the cutlery
You know
parachute,
what?
you know what I mean, when you pull the river like the Wile E. Coyote
Yeah.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah, like, I thought something would go on.
Yeah. No, that's
So
not
I'm just
good.
gonna stay. I'm
That's
gonna
not
stay
good.
on the ground
But that's
I,
a
if I
and
had
above-
to choose
and
one of
above
those-
the water.
I guess it'd be well, it'd definitely be skydiving. I think.
But yeah, I agree with what Kate was saying there, where bungee jumping is probably scarier than skydiving.
yeah.
Oh,
She
that's
said-
fucked.
She
Yeah,
said gives you that drop stomach feeling where skydiving doesn't really until you pull the chute. Yeah, for sure. Because when you're skydiving, you're fucking at literal terminal velocity. Like, you know what I mean? You're just traveling so fast that it wouldn't even really feel like you're moving at all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well,
Like,
the cool thing about when you're skydiving, like with the how fast you fall, is 9.8 meters per second
yeah.
until you reach the max, which is
Oh,
53
shit.
meters per second.
One
which
second,
is
my fucking camera died.
Oh, that's
like
fucking-
118 miles an hour that you're falling.
Pause on me.
Is like maximum terminal velocity.
That's so fucking fast. That's so fast. Holy shit, dude. Just to be like, just through the sky. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I remember the first time I read like the 9.8 meters per second, so it's squared. You're
Yeah.
like, Jesus Christ.
yeah, no, that's the thing. When you have to like square that number, you know what I mean? It's like, okay, now we're talking about really big numbers. That's fucking terrifying. Like, yeah, and it just like compounds, right? Like it's an exponential growth in speed until you hit terminal velocity. It's like, so
Yeah.
it's like, holy fuck, dude. But yeah, when you're falling from something so high, you don't even have a perception of the ground getting closer until, like Kate said, when you pull the chute, right? And you finally feel like the G-force and shit. And then you're like, oh, wait, okay, I am moving. Like, I would totally skydive. I would totally I would do that, dude, just to like feel what that sensation is like. That has got to be fucking cool. I've always loved
She
like
says she
jumping
likes
off of shit. Jumping off
She
of
went with her mom and her sister.
Yeah, like jumping off of tall shit I always really enjoyed when I was a kid and shit like that. That was always super fun to me until I hit the ground and like busted my knees and shit. But
Were you there at Ethan's place on fucking Elizabeth Street when we were like jumping off some shed onto his like that mattress?
No, I remember
backyard?
hearing about that though. I remember hearing about that.
I remember doing that like all day and waking up on a Monday for school and my legs basically just didn't work.
Huh.
Yeah, you're like, what happened? I don't understand this at all.
I started, we're like jumping like 6 feet off, or like at least 6 feet onto this fucking mattress on the ground and bouncing off of it.
Yeah, I
And
wonder
I'm like
why.
trying to stand up the next day. I'm like, why is this not working?
What the fuck?
What's going on? I'm like, what's going on? I'm like,
Why isn't my thing working?
Isn't there an episode of The Simpsons where they jump off of something?
Yeah, he jumps off of the treehouse. Yeah, the treehouse.
Yeah.
He's like, all right, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to go over a few safety rules. Jump, Bart, jump. Jump, Bart, jump. You got it. He just dives off. Oh, there's Kate again, too. So when you pull the chute, you shoot up like 100 feet. You're stabilized in the chute. It's so chill and relaxing that you just steer easily and enjoy the view. Yeah, man, that would be like so serene. You know what I mean? When you're finally just like chilling and like coasting back to Earth.
Slow and laggy now.
Yeah, that'd be trippy though. When it deploys and it catches all the air and launches you back up. You're like,
Yeah,
fuck.
dude, that like hit of G-force would be so intense. You know what I mean? Where you're just like, yeah, like terminal velocity, just to fucking like, oh, no, we're good. We're just gonna stop.
What
like,
is going on?
oh yeah, you're going like slideshow action over there, dude. It's like you're presenting a fucking. Oh no, there you go. Now you're back. Hey,
That was so stupid. First of all, it didn't work at all when I changed up my camera battery. I don't know if you noticed how long that took.
I did,
And
yeah.
I did that, and now it's back. Fucking.
Yeah, normally you can like reload that shit.
I
Like
can't
a
even.
Block 17.
That was actually Discord because OBS was fine.
Yeah, Discord does a lot
I
of
think your
stupid
Discord
shit.
having issues, huh?
Discord
OBS.
does. Yeah, or OBS. Yeah, who knows? We have a lot of
I was like,
barriers.
couldn't pinpoint which one it was.
Yeah, there's a lot of technological barriers in the way of our production here. Who knows what could be the one thing causing things to go wrong? But
It's all your fault.
yeah,
It's all-
I
I don't know.
thought that was pretty interesting little question line that I was thinking of. I still got a couple more from last week that I never.
I don't
went
know. I
through.
think I would scuba dive because I think
Yeah, I
the
think
ocean is terrifying as fuck, but I don't know. I'm
you-
intrigued by it.
You said scuba diving, Keiryn. You said scuba diving too, right? So that's your choice. I would definitely go skydive if I had to pick
Yeah, I
one of those
want
three. I
skydive.
think
I would
skydiving-
I always
skydive.
kinda wanted to try it
before
anyway.
bungee jumping, 100%.
I would never
Yeah.
bungee jump. Nobody could.
Bungee
fucking-
jumping's last.
I would have to be paid to bungee jump. You know what I mean? I think that's the only way that I would ever be convinced to do that kind of shit, dude. Dude, I can't. I hate Ferris wheels. You know what I mean?
Oh,
and
same.
and fucking and what are those fucking things called? Coasters, roller coasters. I hate those too. You know what I mean? So,
roller
like,
coasters suck
I
a
like
dick,
those.
dude.
I love roller coasters actually.
Yeah.
oh,
Not
dude,
gonna lie.
I hate them.
Top Gun at fucking
No.
Top Gun at Canada's Wonderland.
Top
Yeah,
Gun
dude.
almost took my
Shit.
fucking feet off.
Top, go fuck
I
yourself.
love that.
I'm good, dude. I want to go on.
One
You
of
know
the,
what I
you
like?
know how
The teacups.
you know when you go through the corkscrew on it
Yeah,
or
fuck
whatever,
Ferris
you,
wheels,
you,
though.
you
Blair
go upside
agrees.
down. There's one part where it like kind
Yeah,
of flings
fuck
you a little
Ferris
bit.
wheels. Yeah, that's right.
My
You know what's
fucking-
up.
My shoes grazed one of the poles on it.
Jesus Christ.
It's fucking scary, man.
Fucking long
Thank
leg
you, ass
having motherfucker. Yeah.
I tuck my legs in on every ride I go on now.
It's never been a concern for me. If anything, they're like,
I
"Are
don't
you
like
sure you're
roller
No
tall
one I
enough?"
really fucking hate
Fucking
is the
scary.
those swinging ships.
Oh fuck
Oh,
those!
my God,
Fuck
what
those!
the-
Because
Oh, they go
because you don't have like an
They go
individual
vertical.
strap or harness.
Yeah, you
You
get a
just
bar.
get that lap belt,
Yep,
right?
Yep.
Okay, I was at Six Flags in the States when I was there. This was 10-year-old me who was also sitting in the line with like a 400-pound dude. So the bar stopped like this fucking far from my chest. And like those ones go really fucking high. So I was like holding on to this thing, almost flying out of my seat on every drop. It was fucked. Never been on one since. Never been on
Yeah,
one
some of them
since.
are
Oh yeah,
really
because
bad.
it wouldn't go past his gut. So like you're
Right?
like,
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's just a bar that comes down, right? So it stopped at this guy who was fucking, like 6 times my size at the time. And yeah, no, fuck that. I've never been on a swinging ship since.
The reason
Yeah,
I don't
well,
like roller
well,
coasters, the first one I went on that had like a loop was the Marineland one. But I was like 8. and I was tall enough-
Marineland, shut that
I
place
was-
down.
Yeah, fuck that place. I was a kid, but I was tall enough to ride it when I was like 8 years old. So I went on it with my
Tall enough
aunt
to ride
and
your
my mom sat behind me, and the force of it was so hard I was stuck bent over like this for the whole ride. My mom thought I like fell out because she didn't see me because she could see the top of the seat and couldn't see me. And then I got up, my like neck hurt, my back hurt, and I was like, "Fuck these things, dude!" Never went on a roller coaster again.
No, I'm good. I'm good with that shit, dude. Ferris wheel or roller coaster's the worst. Yeah, that's the same thing with me. I'm like far too short to enjoy things like this. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, they're like, you're fine, you'll be the right size. Then literally the ride starts, and I'm like, oh, there's nothing holding me into place. This is fucking horrible. Just bouncing into a bar the whole time and shit. Like, Jesus, why did you let me on this thing? It's not safe at all.
Yeah, Martin, just to re-summarize my quick hatred for the swinging ship, it was because, 10-year-old me that weighed fucking whatever and was, thin as that was stuck in the same line as like a 400, 500-pound American, and there's not individual harnesses in them. It's just a bar that comes down, which stopped, a good foot from mine as it was resting on the other guy's gut.
Yep.
And those things go past 90 degrees.
They're like
they
full
really go, right?
Yeah.
So
squish.
I was up there gripping this bar for life because it was nowhere near holding me in.
Like, Jesus Christ, activate core strength. You're like flexing and shit. Like, I don't want to
10 years old.
Jesus
Christ.
Well,
this is it.
I made a mistake coming on this.
So I've never been on one of those since, because fuck that.
Yeah, no, don't blame me in the slightest. Yeah, no. Like I said, I had like a couple of bad times on normal roller coasters, and then there's like things like Top Gun, where they're like, hey, do you want to lay down? I'm like, yeah, sure, I'm fucking retarded, let's go. That sounds fucking awesome.
That's Tomb Raider.
Yeah, the Tomb Raider one, you lay down. Top Gun, you're like feet hanging.
Yeah, Top Gun's the one that almost took my feet off.
You're right,
What
that's
are they
so
called
much
now?
better.
They changed the names because they're not owned by Paramount anymore. They have like
they're all different now.
Oh no.
They're all stupid names.
Because it used to be Paramount.
Yeah, it's like third,
It's like Air Force One or some bullshit.
It's like third shelf gun and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Third shelf gun.
It's not Top anymore.
Hey, tell us the name of the ride. You go there all the time.
Yeah, right.
Womb Raider.
Womb Raider? That's the subtitle for Planned Parenthood. That's the subtitle for Planned Parenthood for sure is Womb Raider. Yeah.
No.
We just lost the entire women audience we might have possibly had. They're all gone.
Womb Raider.
They all left.
I think our entire audience was woman besides Chase.
You were like an abortion doctor or whatever, and you had that on your thing. You're like, Dr. Mantis Toboggan, Womb Raider.
I like the name Mantis Toboggan.
Yeah, what?
That's Always Sunny. That's what Danny DeVito calls
Dr.
himself.
Mantis Toboggan.
They were talking about when they were trying to fuck chicks. Like Dennis fucks the chick, and then Mac comes in and gets sloppy seconds and swims in his wake, and then Frank comes in for scraps, and he gets that. And yeah, Frank calls him, and he's like, "Yeah, you should see him feast. He's like a mantis." And he's like, "Oh, I like that. Call me Mantis from now on."
God,
Yeah, another episode like later down the ride, they're like on an airplane or whatever. He's like, "Don't worry, I can help this boy. I'm a doctor, Dr. Toboggan, Mantis Toboggan."
Terrible.
So yeah, that's like an ongoing joke through the whole thing or whatever.
I love that.
He's got a virus. A computer virus.
Is that Danny DeVito that says it?
Yeah. Take it from me. I'm a doctor. Dr. Toboggan. Mantis Toboggan.
Man, I really need to watch that show.
This show is fucking brilliant, man. It's
I just started
the other
watching
day
it.
with
It's
Wally.
fucking
He
funny.
was like, "Yeah, Wally,
Yeah.
really? Is it hot out? Would you even know?"
That episode is one of my
Loses
favorite. That's Mac and Dennis moved to the suburbs because they're like realize how cheap it is to live in the suburbs, right? But then they like go through the whole like rigmarole of living in the suburbs, like with the neighbors and like how fucking horrible the commute is. You know what I mean? It just like that just drives them ballistic. So he's got this fucking Wally guy every day. Hey neighbor, sure is a hot one today. Is it? Is it hot, Wally?
Throws this shit down.
Oh, that Wally sure loves
Takes
to
his
say
shirt
that it's
off.
hot. I love that. Well, that Wally sure loves to tell you it's hot when you're already standing out in the hot one. I know it's hot, Wally. Why don't you tell me about tomorrow's weather? Jesus Christ.
How'd you be helpful?
fucking love that. You ever been in a storm, Wally? I'm not talking about a rainstorm. I'm
Yeah,
talking
you've
about
been
a
in
storm of fists.
You've been in a storm like that.
You ever been in a
Storm
storm
of
like
punches that rain down.
Storm of fists raining down into your chest, hitting you so hard you think you're having a heart attack.
Might stop.
You ever been in a storm like that, Wally?
You ever been in a storm like that, Wally? Huh?
That's the shit. And that whole scene like kills me too because he like snaps back out of it and it was all in his head. You know what I mean? He's he's like standing there like this, all like fucking drooling and shit. And then Mac's like, "Hey, Dennis, who are you talking to?" He's like, "Nobody." And he like looks over. He's like, "What are you doing?" He's got like a shovel in his hand. He's like digging a dog grave because the dog died that they bought like 2 weeks ago.
Taking a dog grave.
What are you doing there, dog grave? He's like, oh, and just like walks away. The fucking episode. That's one of the best episodes. Yeah, that one, and yeah, the gang turns black when they're like watching The Wiz on VHS, and then they get electrocuted, and then they wake up and they're all black. And then yeah, it's a good episode. It's really, it doesn't go the way you think it would. It literally it starts off with them being all racist and stereotype and shit like that, and then they learn lessons through the whole thing. They're like, maybe we're not all that different. You know what I mean? It's just like we all go through some horrible things every once in a while. Just black people more than the rest of us. That's a great one. That show's amazing.
Let's do an Am I the Asshole?
Yeah, well, okay, hold on. We gotta get through these questions. I got 2 more of these that we never got through last week that I want to pound through. So if you could travel time, right? What time period would you travel to and why? Yeah, that's a good one.
The fucking burp.
I got my answer already. You want me to go first? I formulated these questions, so I've already been thinking about them.
I don't know, man. That's tough. I don't really like any time zone.
I can tell you right now. I can tell you what the correct answer is, and then you guys can go ahead and answer.
Any of the past times.
The right answer is any time in the early 80s. Because the cocaine was cheap and widely available, and Duran Duran was popular.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, man. That's the only good acceptable answer is the early 80s.
I mean, why else? Like, there's nowhere other time you'd want to go back to. Like, do you really want to go somewhere there's like disease, war? What part of what awesome part of history do you really want to go back to?
70 million years ago, when trees were fucking as big as buildings and there was fucking giant lizard creatures.
That'd be pretty.
And then you get eaten by one of the giant lizard creatures. Fuck that. Let's go to the 80s and do a bunch of blow.
You befriend the lizard creatures and you get a saddle for them like art.
Oh, that's 100% my answer is like 70 million years ago. Because what are dinosaurs? Like 65 million? Whatever. Like 65 million years ago. Like legitimate, like
dinosaur time.
Brachiosaurus, fucking T-Rex.
We still have birds, man.
Big birds.
That would be fucking cool, man.
I've thought about...
were like fucking the size of skyscrapers and
stuff. The only thing that fucks me up about that time period is the fucking insects being the size of sedans.
Yeah, that's the problem too. Is the insect size. Everything was massive.
Yeah, dude, like those like
theory to that as to being like oxygen.
Yeah. Because it's because
so
of those
much
fucking
rich oxygen they could just get massive.
Yeah, because those massive ass trees that you were just talking about. You know what I mean? They like pumped out so much
and all the
oxygen.
plants had crazy amount of oxygen and everything.
Yeah, so you had those like I can't even remember what they're called, but like those like cockroach looking type of things, you know what I mean? That were like literally 15 feet long and shit like that and weighed like 150 pounds. It's like, Jesus fucking Christ, man. Like nowadays they're like the size of like, you know what I mean? Like you could step on one very easily and just be like, haha, I have
like
thumbs.
Fucking like dragonfly type things, like literally like this big.
Literally like it could scoop a baby up and take it away into the night, you know what I mean? Like
but I mean, hey, that'd be cool.
How the fuck did humans ever like? Well, I guess we never existed when dinosaurs.
When like
existed,
Alberta
right?
would have been a fucking ocean,
of
like
tar.
a lake or a sea.
Wasn't there one of those provinces that was just like a pure thing of tar too back then?
Well, there's those tar pits, which is actually where they find like a lot of like really well preserved fossils. Because
they get all like stuck in shit or whatever. Yeah, they like wander into it and then die. It's fucked.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, they find like a lot of stuff in those. Oh,
Keiryn dropped. I'm sure we'll be back in a second, hopefully.
I've been having like fucking lag spikes like crazy.
Yeah,
I don't know about you guys.
You find like coral fossils and stuff. Like I've dug up so many coral fossils in my backyard before, which literally means it was an ocean before. Like there was sea, ocean. Like that shit didn't just make its way there. That was there.
You're totally right. Like it has to have came from somewhere. It's not like these things just wandered.
I mean, it's a confirmed thing. Like there's these massive oceans and lakes everywhere, right? And things are.
That's fucking
lake beds and stuff too.
That's like, so crazy.
salt flats.
Yeah, so I was gonna say like a salt flat and shit like that. It was just like a giant lake that just fucking dried up and disappeared. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, no, it's just a flat land of beautiful, delicious, tasty salt now that you probably don't want to eat because cars have driven on it. But it's
we use it for cars. Yeah, it's
yeah. Okay, so Brendan's going like 65 million. What are you going, Jared? If you had a time machine, you could travel back.
I agree with the 80s because you look at like a concert ticket or poster from like 1986. It's like Slayer, Metallica, Megadeth, $5. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I've seen my dad's collection of ticket stubs.
Yeah.
Shit like that.
I was gonna say I've seen my mom's like stub collection too. I'm just like, Jesus Christ! Like you saw like, I can't even remember. You know what I mean? It's like Phil Collins and this guy and this other guy at the same show for $20. Like what the fuck, man?
$12.75. Yeah. And you're like, okay,
fucking front row, general admission. You know what I mean? It's like
smoke too.
Oh yeah,
you just
stand
smoke
there,
right there,
cigarettes and shit. Everybody's like choking on this blue haze over the audience.
Oh yeah, I hate that part. Like fuck, everybody's smoking everywhere.
You'll just start smoking. It's the 80s. Even
well,
the
hey,
doctors
that was
tell you
time.
it's good for you. It's fine. You know what I mean? Even the doctors are on board with smoking, dude. It's great for you back then. Yeah.
I like the fucking doctor
Smoke
in
Camels. They're the best.
So, like, has a fucking smoke in his mouth. And he's like coughing into her fucking crotch while he's inspecting the baby. Doesn't he fucking drop dead in like the latest season?
I can't remember. Yeah, I can't remember.
I think he dies like right there while she's giving birth to like the newest baby. He's just fucking. He's like
right.
Dies right there.
All right. I got one more of these questions from last week there that we'll get out of the way, and then we'll do one of those. Am I the assholes? What's one movie that you could watch over and over again?
Oh, I got a few.
If you could only pick, well, like, what's your go-to though? Like, everybody's got one that they can just like throw on. It's background noise kind of thing. You know what I mean? That they've watched like 100 times and shit like that.
Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Oh, really? Yeah.
100%. I watched that movie every day for a whole summer one time. Like every fucking day, I watched that movie.
Really?
I just wanted to see if I could do it, and yeah.
And I did it.
I remember my mom's like, we're going to St. Mary's. So I was like, all right, I'm bringing Bill and Ted because I can't break my streak. I just didn't have it on. Like, I didn't have to sit there and watch it 100%, but it had to be on. I had to, like...
Yeah, right, for sure.
I fucking love that movie.
I know mine for sure. It's definitely Empire Strikes Back. That's
a good one.
That's like, I watched that movie fucking... I don't even know, man. I've watched it like 4 times this week alone. You know what I mean? Like, just like putting it on in background and shit like that while I'm playing games or whatever. That's always the one that I'm like, oh, I just need something on to like watch in the background. That's the thing I always like end up double clicking on for sure.
I think one that I've watched, the thing that I put on most would be Lord of the Rings.
Oh
I've
yeah,
watched that the most.
Which one?
Go-to.
Which one in specific, or just any of them?
Any of them, pretty much. Wherever I left off on them,
yeah,
I'll pretty much just watch all 3 of them all the time, like continually.
Yeah, just like in chunks kind of thing or whatever.
Yeah.
It's
definitely those. And then I'd say one that isn't my most frequently watched, but probably one that if I actually was gonna sit down and watch would be Inglourious Bastards.
Oh yeah, dude, that's a good.
Probably
pick.
one of my most watched.
That's a good
movies.
pick. I've watched that a lot for sure. Yeah, that's another one. And
that's probably one of my favorites.
What's that other one he did?
Actually, anything by Tarantino. Django. Hateful Eight.
See, I'm pretty picky when it comes to Tarantino movies. I don't care for the fucking Reservoir Dogs. I don't like that movie. I find that fucking super boring.
Wasn't huge on it.
Yeah, Pulp Fiction's another one that I don't really enjoy. I find the pacing of it really weird and shit like that.
I like that, but it's not one of my favorites.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's not a bad movie by any stretch. Like, if somebody has that on, I'm not going to be like, oh, God. You know what I mean? But, yeah, it's definitely not one of those movies where I'm like, oh, God, I got an itch to watch Pulp Fiction right now kind of thing or whatever. There's other Tarantino movies, like I said, like you said, Inglourious Bastards there and shit like that, where I'm like, I could watch that fucking 100 times.
That's my favorite by him.
It's great.
Hateful Eight's really good. Django's amazing.
Even that new one he did, that Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, that's fucking awesome. I've watched that like 3 times now, I think.
Love that.
Yeah, it's fucking great, dude. It's so good. So many just good scenes to it. Like that scene when Brad Pitt goes to the fucking ranch, and it's like, it's so tense, you know what I mean? Where they're like, holy fuck, man. So good.
He's the king at the most like stressful, intense situations with nothing happening.
Yeah, man.
Literally nothing happens. Sure. No violence, no action, but the whole time you're just like,
yeah, you're like, oh fuck.
Then it all gets just it just ends, and you're just like,
yeah, like holy shit. Yeah, that's the thing
Whoa.
too, because like half the time his scenes don't even end with any kind of like a huge climactic explosion or anything.
Nope.
It's just like it just ends.
there's always one massive,
Yeah. Oh yeah, for
there's
sure.
one
yeah.
massive showdown in
Yeah,
all of
man.
his movies.
Everyone,
There's
even
always the
fucking
one big one.
even whatchamacallit there, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. That was a pretty like tame movie until the
That
last
end.
scene there, where he's like, "Fuck, I'm the devil and I'm here to
Just
do the
smashing
devil's
her
work."
head on the.
Boom, 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 boom. Just like tanging her face off the fucking. I was like, "Oh Jesus, all
Yeah,
right,
like
yeah."
the fucking mantle above the fireplace,
Oh.
the phone, the fucking
Yeah,
the
man.
counter, everything.
I was like,
oh.
I forgot I was
dog
watching a
just fucking
Tarantino
up,
movie for a second there. You know what I mean? Until they
Yeah.
started doing that, I'm like, "Oh yeah, this is a Tarantino movie. That's
Yep.
right. I was
Yeah,
waiting for this.
Is what I was waiting for.
That's what it was."
It was
I
funny
remember
because I
that.
was like waiting for that
Just, like,
moment
floating
the
in
entire
the
time.
bowl, like, what the fuck? And then he just gets the flamethrower.
Yeah, man, just like comes out with the flamethrower, just torches her ass.
It's
Like, oh yeah, all right, this is a Tarantino movie. All right, yeah, we're where we need to be. I fucking love that movie though, dude. That was so
It's
good.
cool. There's like consistent things through them too. Like there's the red apple
The
cigarette.
red apple cigarette. Yeah, I was gonna say yeah.
Smoked in
Yeah, man.
Django, Hateful Eight.
Yeah,
Wait, maybe not Django. Hateful Eight for sure because the guy said that that's the kind he
it's
smoked.
it's
It
all
was
the
in
modern set
Pulp
movies all have
Fiction.
that shit. Yeah.
Yeah, because Pulp Fiction had them. It showed them at one point.
There's like I can't remember them off the top of my
few
head,
other-
but there's a bunch of like things like that in Tarantino movies. Like it's like I've read a whole bunch of things where
Yeah.
it's all supposed to be set in the
like
same
a universe. Yeah, the Tarantino.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that kind of shit. Even like fucking Kevin Smith was doing that back in the day with like the View Askew-averse. You know what I mean? Where like all his like Jay and Silent Bob movies and like Mallrats
still
and
do.
Chasing Amy and shit. Those are all like in the same universe. They all reference things that happened in the other movies and shit. You know?
Well,
what I
there's
mean?
things that say like what is it, like Breaking Bad and The Walking Dead or something.
Mhm.
Like there's like
Yeah.
a literal scene where the guy like puts like this thing, like this random plastic bag that has a bunch of shit in it, and in the one corner is like a bag of blue meth.
Yeah, I was gonna say it wasn't like a bag of drugs or something like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember hearing about that too. Yeah, there's like I love that kind of like synergy between things. You know what I mean? Where they like try to fit it all
You're
into
a
the same
bag
world.
of drugs.
When they that's why those Marvel movies were always so much fun. You know what I mean? Where it was like you have all these characters existing in the same place and shit like that. Just gives you like something else to like get invested in. You know what I mean? Rather than just like watching.
I'm
these
excited
movies.
for the potential multi-Spideyverse that they're going to be doing.
I'm really curious to see how that's actually gonna work. You know what I mean?
They said it's going to be like something to do with Doctor Strange.
Yeah, that would make sense then. Yeah, where because they're doing what Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness or whatever it's called, right?
Yeah.
Pretty sure that's what it was. So yeah, that could like tie into all that shit to like help breach things. And then they're also doing that WandaVision show too, right? Which is supposed to be like apparently like a weird fucking amnesiac dream. You know what I mean? From like the Scarlet Witch or whatever. So I'm like, they're going in like really weird directions potentially, where they can do like a lot of really cool shit with these TV shows and these movies that are coming up and shit like that for sure. Because yeah, like having a multiverse, you know what I mean? That like infinitely opens possibilities for like weird fuckery and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where you can have weird, cool things. Like I always thought it would have been so cool if DC was smart like that and they brought like Michael Keaton back in to do a Batman Beyond movie. You know what I mean? Or like some shit like that. I always thought that would have been so fucking cool.
Isn't Michael Keaton supposed to be in the Batman or like the Flash or something? He's supposed to be in the Flash.
Yeah, I think it was the Flash. I think it was something like that. But wasn't that something to do with like the Crisis on Infinite Earth run that they did on the TV shows or something like that? And I'm pretty sure that's all done now, isn't it?
No,
Like I
it's
said, I have no
it's
idea.
supposed to be like the Flash movie. It's supposed to like he's supposed to end up in like an alternate when it's like Michael Keaton as Batman or something.
Oh, okay, that'd be kind of cool then.
Like the Ezra Miller movie.
Yeah, for sure.
Although it's cool in the Flash show, in the Crisis of Infinite Earths, Barry's running through like the multiverse, and he like runs into Ezra Miller's Flash, and they're like, "Huh."
Like that's
They're like,
a
what
thing.
the fuck is this?
Like,
He's like, "Oh, your suit's all armored." And he's like, "Oh, yours looks all nice and soft." And he's like, "You're not
What the
supposed
fuck?
to be here." And then Barry calls himself the Flash, and Ezra's like, "The Flash, that's good." And you're like, "Ah."
yeah, it's
Like,
all coming
he's not
together
yet-
now.
He's not yet named or whatever, so
I wish those like CW DC shows had like a bit more of budget behind them.
yeah.
Like, I just can't. get
Sometimes
behind
they
it
do
for like big shit.
they
or
have to
whatever.
like, yeah, for like the big shit. They have to like save their budget, and then they blow it all on like a big event, and then
Right.
it's
Yeah.
you can
'Cause,
tell like the 2 episodes before a big crossover, the 2 episodes after, there's not a lot of shit going on.
Right, it's like real
because they just blew all their budget.
There's
in,
a lot of like
1 episode.
There's a lot of like conversation with like reverse shot going on. You know what I mean? Where they're like very cheap production. Like we don't need to be spending a lot of money. We got next week coming up. Let's think about that. But yeah, no, I always felt like those shows would have like lent so much better if they would have been made by like an HBO or something. You know what I mean? Where like they would have had more money behind them per episode and shit. Because yeah, I've tried to watch like The Flash and Green Arrow and shit like that, and as soon as it gets into like an action scene or something like that, I'm like, holy fuck, this is cheesy, like real fucking bad. And yeah, it just turns me like right off of it. You know what I mean? I'm just like, I can't even like get into this anymore, man. It's so like poorly done and shit. It looks like some like high school kids VFX fucking homework. Like
Supergirl, the worst fight scenes.
Colleges or something.
Supergirl and Batgirl are probably the 2 stupidest shows that have ever been created by anybody in the history of television. Those are fucking atrocious shows. They're so bad and boring, and like they just push their dumb retarded agenda onto everybody so fucking hard. There's literally lines in it where she's like, I'm not gonna let a man take credit for a woman's work. I'm like, you stole Bruce Wayne's equipment! You fucking idiot! Fucking dumb bitch. God damn it, I hate that show. Fucking Ruby Rose. I hate her. She's gone now, though, and they replaced her with somebody else, and it's not gonna be any better. Fucking show sucks.
I never understood her appeal. Like, God. People are like, she's
Roses?
a good actress. No, she's just hot. She's not a good actress.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I was like, what do you mean you don't understand her appeal? How do you not understand any actor or actress's appeal? They're attractive and they can read things off of a paper. Good enough. Good enough. Here we go.
Her best performance is John Wick 2. Because she plays a fucking deaf person, so she doesn't talk.
I was gonna say she's actually pretty badass in fucking John Wick 2 for sure. Because
yeah, she doesn't say a fucking word.
Yeah. No, yeah, but yeah, and she's her character is badass as fuck too.
Yeah.
Like she's actually like legitimately cool in that too. And she's in Orange Is the New Black, and she's actually like legitimately
that's where she got,
cool
her big
too.
break. I never watched that show.
It's a good show. It's a really good show. I like that show a lot. I had a good time with it. Those broads are hardcore, man. They're intense. And there's a gratuitous amount of lesbian sex scenes in that show, though. So if that's something that appeals to you, then like you've got that to look forward to. For me personally, it got calloused at a point. You know what I mean? Where I'm like, all right, let's fast forward. Like we know what's going on.
You're like, let's throw a dick in here. Come on.
Yeah, like holy fuck, I get it. You guys are gonna scissor a bunch and shit. It's gonna be a good time for everybody involved. All right, let's go. Let's get with the plot. Let's move this forward.
Sounds kind of gay.
It's pretty gay. It's pretty gay. But it's like gay in all the right ways, you know what I mean? Where it's like, yeah, like getting shit done on the weekends and stuff like that. That'd be sweet. I wish I was gay, dude. There's so much complication with dating and shit. It'd be so much cooler if I could just like fuck one of my bros.
Illyria says no one's stopping you.
My bros are.
with our tightened asshole better. Foolproof.
There's a lot of speed bumps in this fucking on this road, Illyria. This isn't as simple as you think it might be. You know what I
mean? Lara said, why do you think I watched it? Probably talking about fucking Orange Is the New Black.
That's fair. That's fair. There are quite a few like very, very attractive actresses on there, and they munch that box like a motherfucker. It's like highly. They do.
Please tell me you make that. Please tell me that's the sound you make when you're going down on someone.
Dude, I go way worse than that for sure. Make crazy. Sometimes I do I like doing like a Skeletor impression when I'm fucking thigh deep and shit. That's my favorite for sure. Yes, feels good, doesn't it? Yeah.
Stop me now!
You're going to come. Oh, I'll make you come.
Not even He-Man can stop us now.
Your orgasm is inevitable. Yeah, that went off the rails.
Nobody's gonna watch this. Nobody's gonna want to watch this.
Where was that? Where'd that start? That was awesome to begin with.
This is good. It's good. It's perfect. This is the like this. If you could just clip this little section from where that conversation began, I think that could be a perfect trailer for the entire World's Worst Podcast on the whole. Nothing makes sense, and it never will, and it'll lead into things that make even less sense.
If we're ever forced to change the name of our podcast for whatever reason, we're going to be the Off the Rails Podcast. That's our secondary name.
Ooh,
that's probably taken already, too.
Yeah. I was surprised that the World's Worst Podcast wasn't taken for sure. Like, nobody has that bar set that low like we do. Are you that stupid? You guys think you're that good?
No. The thing is, no one's that realistic, but we are.
Yeah, see,
we know what we are.
I know exactly what it is. Yeah, I know exactly what my life is and like what it is that I represent.
I'm not winning any Emmys.
No, that's it.
I don't think Keiryn said what his go-to movie was. That's where we started.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah,
South Park movie probably.
Bigger, longer, and uncut.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? It took me until like the age of 27 to understand that was a dick joke. I thought they were literally just talking about the fact that it was longer and like not cut compared to the theatrical version. Turns out they are talking about an uncircumcised penis. You know. Yeah, that's the joke there. Yeah, so whoosh over my head, Trey Parker and Matt Stone, you got me. Yeah,
that's a good.
That was like 2 years ago when I finally like put that together. I was all fucking high and I was sitting there. I'm like, oh my god, that's a dick joke. I'm usually on the button for those, but holy shit, I missed the fucking train on this one, dude. Jesus, that is a good movie, Keiryn. I'll give you that one. Bring Bill Gates in here. You said Windows 98 would be faster and more efficient.
Be faster
with better access to the internet.
Well, technically, it is faster.
It is faster. Over 5 million times. Boom!
Operation Get Behind the Darkies.
Like, you ever heard of the Emancipation Proclamation? I don't listen to hip hop.
Oh my god.
Cartman's fucking attacked. He's like, blood, drip, frozen tampon, popsicle.
There's like a Palpatine lightning on everything.
Yeah, I like how like the really strong one at the end. He's like, Barbara Streisand. Just like shoots a shit ton of it. The movie's great.
Of course.
Fucking Saddam and Satan being gay lovers.
Oh, that's good, dude.
Hey, Satan.
Hey, Satan.
Like, this one? Oh, no, it's fake. Don't worry. But there's this one. Oh, it's fake too.
I was like a child when I
Hilarious is like,
who's my little cream puff?
I am.
Satan and Saddam Hussein. It's great.
He's my little cream puff.
When did that come out? That was like 1999 or something, wasn't it?
Yeah,
like,
98,
yeah,
I think.
Like, goddamn, talk about like pushing the envelope, you know what I mean? For like late 90s and shit like that. Like, that is fucking spectacular.
I begged my mom to take me to see it in theaters, but she did not. But she bought it for me when it came out on VHS.
That's fair, yeah.
She bought it for me when it came out. She's like, here, now you can watch it. And then she's like, oh my god.
What have I done?
She watched the show on like Comedy Network back in the day, and it wasn't too bad.
Yeah,
but, like,
yeah. I remember my mom bought me Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, and then she walked in at the movie at the part where he's like, hey, you ever had your asshole licked by a fat man in an overcoat? She's like, oh god, what have I done?
hey baby, you ever had your asshole? It's so good. When they're trying to get comfortable at that other fucking variety store, but they're like leaning against the glass, and they're like, no.
I don't know, he's kind of sweet, and like cuts back to the outside of the store.
Like,
hey baby, you ever had your asshole licked by a fat man in an overcoat? I love that shit when I was a kid, dude. That's so funny. I remember like watching movies like that, fucking like those stupid American Pie movies and shit like that. You know what I mean? And just like those like gratuitously long sex scenes where it's like over the top or ridiculous, and you're just like, and volume down while this is happening.
The first scary movie.
Oh my god, dude, Jesus Christ! I tried rewatching those movies recently, and I'm not one of those proponents of like cancel culture and shit like that or any of that crap, but like holy fuck, were those movies awful? You know what I mean? Like there are so much bad shit in that movie that would like never fly, and that was only like when did those come out? Like early 2000s or something like that.
Yeah.
Something like that, right? Like
Yeah, I
the
think
first
so.
ones, or
The like scary movie.
yeah, scary movie. Yeah, like the first one, and the first
those,
two, or
like,
whatever.
dirty ones.
Yeah, like there's that scene where like Buddy like blows his load so hard she gets like stuck to the roof and shit like that. And like the opening scene when the chick's like sucking his dick and he runs over his wife or his daughter or whatever it was. There's like there's a lot of like risque shit that would like not really fly. You know what I mean? And that was only, like I said, like what, 20 years ago or something like that. Like go as horrible as everything is in society and as awful as everybody is, like we're doing better. Like if you go back like 20 years and watch the fucking movies that passed as comedy and shit, like whoa, whoa, there was a lot of questionable shit that was like allowed to fly, man. And like they were just like, yeah, that's fine. There's no problem with any of this. It's like there's so many problems with all of this, though.
Nah,
But
it's fine.
yeah, it's good. Well, what do you guys think? Should we do that? Am I the asshole?
Yes.
Do that one that Jared linked. Hold on a second.
Just because the title is perfect.
Yeah, that is a good title for sure. He's treating her like a pig at a trough.
What?
Yeah, you'll see. Listen, man, this is called entertainment. You don't just give away the cake. You know what I mean? You offer up a little piece of it at the start, and then you give them the whole thing afterwards.
And then at the end, the cake is a lie.
Portal's one of the best games ever made. That series of games is incredible, and it doesn't get enough credit. All right, I got it up here. Am I the asshole for asking my messy eater girlfriend to wear an apron at meals?
Oh my god.
I like how you started off nice and light.
Yeah, nice and easy, dude. World's Worst Podcast.
Dude, I was scrolling by and I saw that. I'm like, this one's perfect.
That's a good one.
I didn't even read it. I just put it in there.
Yeah. So yeah, am I the asshole for asking my messy girlfriend to wear an apron at meals? My girlfriend, 25, and I, 25, moved into a small flat together about a year ago. We split chores, and I do the laundry. I'm fine with it. She does other stuff. Yeah, sure. The issue comes that she's a very messy eater, and she will spill something down. Wait, what the fuck? Down her when eating pretty regularly. Oh, this guy doesn't know how to English. The issue comes that she is a very messy eater and will spill something down herself while eating pretty regularly. The amount of time I've spent scrubbing bologna or bologna or curry sauce out of a white blouse.
Bologna.
Yeah, I like bologna
I think
better.
it's like bolognese.
Yeah, bolognese, like the sauce, but I like bologna better. I think that's funnier. The amount of time that I spent scrubbing bologna or curry sauce out of a white blouse and the amount of money spent on vanishing and stain removers is mad. We don't have much money. She works minimum wage part-time, and I am on furlough / likely to lose my job. I'm assuming this guy's from like England and furlough is like EI or something.
I think so.
Yeah.
Because they have a flat. You know what I mean? He said we have a flat.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
But yeah, he said she works minimum wage part-time and I am on furlough, which I'm assuming is like the UK version of EI or some sort of welfare or something like that.
Probably.
But yeah, I'm on furlough / likely to lose my job. The other day when this happened, I suggest that she wear an apron when eating messy dinners. And she got angry and said she is not a child, etc. And she flatly refused. I'm not suggesting she wears one with friends or when we're out. But if it's a messy meal and it's just us, then, you know. When we have a couple of aprons, when we have a couple of aprons we both use occasionally for cooking or baking or whatever, I'm just suggesting that she use ones for eating certain meals. Am I the asshole here? Yes. Yes, you are. I was gonna say, I was like, what you do is you make her do her own laundry, like a fucking 25-year-old should. Grow up.
Or that too, yeah.
Jesus Christ, you want to spill bologna
and
and
fucking
you want to spill bologna?
You want to spill bologna and curry sauce all over yourself? That's your fucking prerogative. You wash your own blouses, then I'm gonna wash my fucking boxers in a separate load.
My box. It's like, are you eating in your underwear, Martin?
No, but I don't want bologna rubbed all over my ball sack, dude. Like fucking residual fucking bologna juices that are getting mixed into my clean clothes, and now I gotta fucking put those boxers on and rub it all over my taint and ball sack. No, I'll pass. Thank you very much.
When's the last time any of you guys ate
taint?
bologna?
Bologna taint.
When was the last time? What, Jared?
Any of you guys ate bologna?
On Thursday, I had a bologna and American cheddar sandwich.
Thursday.
Yeah, I had a bologna and American cheddar sandwich. It was delicious. And I put extra
I haven't
salt.
had it in years.
I put extra salt on the sandwich because bologna isn't a salted enough meat.
Decade.
What's wrong with you guys? You got some kind of bias against bologna? Are you
Weird enough.
racist?
Needs more salt.
Like, do you guys actually not like bologna? Do you have a thing against bologna?
No, I had a fried bologna sandwich like last week.
Okay, thank God. Jesus Christ, I was worried
I'm
for a
not a
second there.
fan.
You're not a fan of bologna? The most staple lunch meat in the history of Western society, and you're not a fan.
Yeah, man. I love it.
No,
Were you not a fan of puppies too? Do you kick those when you see them? You fucking you asshole. Wait, what else? How about babies? You kick those and shit? You just I'm just not a fan. Not a fan.
Just a little bit. Depends on the baby.
It's a light kick. I make sure I don't have cleats on when I kick the babies.
I got cut out here for.
I only ever wear my
Yeah, man,
slippers
do
for
your
that.
thing.
I'll be back in like 10.
Yeah, do your thing, Brendan. Do your thing. Yeah, only a little light booting, as it were. You know what I mean? Because you got to be delicate when it comes to the babies.
Exactly, just a little light
A
booting.
little light booting, so they know what's up.
Holy fucking lag spikes, boys.
Yeah, are you getting screwed over on Discord tonight? It's treating you poorly.
Oh, so bad. It just keeps blacking out and freezing.
Really? Yeah, that's really unfortunate because I haven't had any trouble with it.
Mine's being kind of dumb.
Mine's been pretty decent actually tonight for a weird change. I don't understand why, but I'll take it.
Yeah, I don't know. I was never a huge fan of bologna. My parents, like my mom, didn't buy it a lot.
What
So-
do you have like a sandwich?
Oh,
Like, do you
yeah.
like sandwich meat in general?
No, not really.
No.
Well, I mean, it depends on the meat, but
Well,
like, I'd still rather
like-
have like
I
actual
like Black
meat.
Forest ham.
Black Forest ham's pretty good. Yeah, I'm a fan of honey ham. I really like honey ham a lot.
Honey ham's good too.
That shit's good. It's like sweet and
Those
delicious.
little fucking Buddig packages.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, dude, I know exactly what you're talking about. I get the corned beef ones of those all the time too because they're really tasty. They're like highly underrated, and they're only like $3, and you get like 3 sandwiches out of it. It's a pretty good deal. You know what I mean? I'm like,
Sometimes they go on sale for 99 cents a pack, and you're like, oh, yes, please.
damn, Daniel, that's when I gotta like fill my fridge up with that shit. That's ridiculous.
You know what's disgusting? Fucking macaroni loaf.
What
Fuck
is
that
wrong
nonsense.
with you? Why don't you like weird things? They're so good, dude. It's so sick. They just take all the scraps and they press it into a bologna loaf. That's fucking sweet.
That sounds disgusting.
Yeah, it's because you're an uncultured swine. All right, that's why it sounds disgusting. If you developed a palate like an adult, you would understand that bologna loaf is superior to all other loaf. All right? Fucking help me out in the chat here. Somebody else has to be down with fucking bologna loaf. I can't be the only one, dude. This is ridiculous. Bologna loaf is delicious. It gives me nostalgic feelings of my dead grandparents because they were the only ones stupid enough to buy that shit, and I used to eat it all the time.
I want no loaf.
Why don't you want loaf? You want your meat to be in loaf form. It's so much more manageable.
No loaf.
Oh my god, you're so boring, dude. What do you want? You want your meat shaved thinly like a fucking loser?
Oh, he's a chipped meat guy. Look at him. He likes chipped ham.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. He likes to burn the ham and then pick it away with a fucking chisel. Yeah, that's right. What the fuck is that? What do you mean, what the fuck is that, Mark? Are you talking about the fucking macaroni loaf? You don't know what macaroni loaf is? You don't have that in the States? I thought that would have been a staple of your people's food, for sure. It's it's where they take macaroni noodles that have been cooked, God knows how long ago, and they take all the scraps and the pimento pieces and the olive pieces and the ambiguous green-colored other vegetable pieces, and they press it together into a loaf of delicious bologna that comes in a fucking square brick that you could probably build houses out of if you had mortar.
It'd be well insulated, a meat house.
No air would get in. No air would get in. Never heard of that before now.
Jason's never
You know
heard of
what?
it. The
I
fuck?
thought that America was a great place. I applied for the immigration lottery because I wanted to become an American and get like gallons of cola and eat giant food fucking portions and shit like that. But I'm retracting my statement because you guys don't have macaroni loaf. I'm out. You can take your freedom and shove it up your ass. I'm done.
Fuck your freedom, brother.
Yeah, sure, you got handguns and rifles and shit like that, but you don't have macaroni loaf? Are you really free? Are you truly free? Do you know freedom at that point? I don't think you do. I'll ship you some macaroni loaf, Mark. Don't worry. I'll get some.
Oh God.
I'll get some
No,
tomorrow
thank you.
and I'll FedEx it.
I'm good. I don't want any macaroni.
You can buy. You live in a land of luxury where you can go to the grocery store and buy a fucking macaroni loaf. I'm trying to help a disenfranchised man who doesn't have that opportunity. I'm gonna make that happen.
So I don't have to eat macaroni.
I work for being able to have macaroni loaf.
Disgusting.
I worked 57 hours last week so I could have overtime money so that I could go to Zayre's and buy myself a kilogram of macaroni loaf. And they're like, sir, it doesn't come in kilograms. And I said, make it happen.
Make it so.
Fucking figure it out, boy.
Just made the mistake of Googling pictures of that. Yeah. No, dude, like, it looks worse than it tastes, okay? It doesn't look great. It doesn't look okay. I'll give you that. Macaroni loaf is not appealing visually. All right, you're right. It's not great
or physically.
It is. It's delicious. It's macaroni and cheese and bologna at the same time. It's like a hot dog in a macaroni and cheese, but on bread, dude. Come on.
Ew.
I don't think edible and delicious mean the same thing, Martin.
Maybe not to you, all right? To me, it's all about sustain, all right? I'm just trying to stay alive. I'm not trying to live luxuriously. I buy $3 cigars, okay?
I'll just eat the fucking plain bread.
Just plain bread with nothing on it, like not even any margarine. I've discovered this new form of eating, boys.
I'd rather eat that than fucking...
What I do is I take white bread slices and I roll them into balls, and I eat the balls. I call them bread balls. It's delicious. Like, is it delicious? Yeah, bread balls. It's the most efficient way to get your bread calories in. You just roll the white loaf into a ball, and whoop, there we go. In your mouth it goes. It's like taking
Why's it gotta be a white loaf? Why can't it be a brown loaf?
Because whole wheat is disgusting and a travesty against the Lord. And that shit shouldn't exist.
You eat all of loaf.
Shut up!
My bad.
Shut up.
You're not a part of this.
It's not olive loaf. It's macaroni loaf. There's pimentos in it. You fucking uncultured swine. You were all pigs.
Disgusting.
Every one of you. You have no idea what you're talking about. You just don't know anything. Eventually you'll figure it out. But as for right now, you're all ridiculous. I don't have to sit here and take this shit from you idiots.
Hi, Martin. If he doesn't come back with a fucking macaroni loaf sandwich, I'm gonna be pissed, dude. Imagine trying to waffle stomp macaroni loaf down a fucking shower drain. I'd rather waffle stomp somebody else's shit than a fucking macaroni loaf.
Yeah, no, thank you. No macaroni loaf for me.
Yeah, I remember like walking by the deli and like Ampy as a kid, and I was like, "What the hell is this travesty?"
It's like a clown face, but it's like half sad, and it's like,
You're like, "What the fuck?" It's like Ampy.
Who buys that?
Yeah.
Apparently, it's Martin. Martin buys that.
Fucking losers, uncultured swine, don't know nothing about anything. I bet you guys fucking hate spam too, don't you?
Yeah, fuck spam, dude.
Bro.
Jesus Christ, what's wrong with you? Okay, if it was good enough for the soldiers in World War II, it's good enough for you.
No, it's not.
Straight up, though, honestly, one of my favorite like guilty pleasures in the world. Don't tell anybody this, even though we're live on the internet, but just don't tell anybody, okay? But like one of my favorite things ever. One of my absolute favorite things ever is taking spam and I slice it up. I slice it real thin, right? Like real fucking thin, dude.
And then you throw it in the trash.
And then I take those thinly sliced delicious spam pieces and I fucking fry them up in the skillet with some butter, dude, because it's already not unhealthy enough. Until it's like deliciously golden brown, and then you fucking eat those little... Right, all the pieces, dude, and they're crunchy and they're so good and they're so delicious, and it's so great, man, and it makes me understand why we fought the war. You know what I mean? I get it. To keep eating spam.
It's ridiculous.
We could have beat those Germans in like 2 weeks, all right? But if we would have done that, there'd be no spam.
In the can?
Hamburgers in
We
a
need to
can.
eat spam.
Blight against God. Blight against God.
Have you seen the roast chickens in a can? Oh my god!
There's no chicken that's small enough to fit in a can. That's a pheasant.
Dude, have you
Yes, there
seen
is.
those though?
That's a pheasant or a fucking like a seagull. That's not
Oh,
chicken.
I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find a gif of it.
It's definitely like pigeon meat.
Bro.
Anything that comes in a can that wasn't eaten by the heroes that won World War II is unacceptable. That's where we draw the line, all right? Or if it doesn't taste good with mustard, then it's got to go.
Oh yeah, I found a
What
gif.
if it doesn't taste good with mustard?
Mustard's amazing. Not that fucking honey mustard shit, dude. I welcome
Look at the chat.
Yeah, Chase
Look
is
at the
clever.
chat, Mark.
Chase said, "I welcome the apocalypse if it means I can eat spam without judgment." This is why we're friends, Chase. This is exactly why we're friends. That's exactly.
Mark, look in the chat.
Oh, did you get something good there? No, dude. Nope. Nope. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hold on. I'm just trying to get it queued up so I can show everybody else on stream because I'm not going to be the only one to suffer through this. Here you go. Here's chicken in a can for you, lovely viewers.
Keiryn, did you see it?
No, I can't see it. Send it to me in Messenger.
That's awful. That is. It just slides out. I can hear the sound it makes, and it doesn't have any sound.
You can almost hear the vacuum like
Ugh.
as it comes out.
Ugh. Okay. All right. Sorry about that, viewers. Sorry about that. We'll go back to. Ugh.
Oh, I will send it to Martin on Facebook instead of you.
Oh,
You know
Jesus.
what you're torturing me.
Just open that up afterwards. I'm like, I already saw it. That's not a chicken.
Here.
No chicken is that small. If that is a chicken, that's baby chicken.
I'll send it to Alira too.
No!
Oh, it's good. You need to see this.
That's unnerving.
You need this in your life.
What the fuck?
Looks like macaroni loaf. It doesn't look like macaroni loaf. You don't know what macaroni loaf looks like. You're an ignorant American. You know what? Fuck this. I gotta fucking bring up an image of macaroni loaf now.
Look at all that gelatin shit that's like in the pan. Like, was that out of the can or was that already like?
Yeah, no, that's literally just chicken fat that is congealed into a solid.
Like, what's some of it yellow?
Because it's chicken fat that congealed into a solid. Have you ever made stock before? There's a fine layer of disgusting yellow on the top every time. And you don't put stock into a can like that. Okay, here we go. Here you go, people. Now you tell me if that doesn't look appealing. All right, that looks delicious. Look at that macaroni loaf. There's some red pepper in there, I think.
Ooh, red pepper for the cultured people.
I'm like 90% sure that's red pepper. That's fucking delicious. Tell me that doesn't look amazing and that you wouldn't eat that. All right, and you show me one person that wouldn't eat macaroni loaf, and I'll show you a liar.
Oh, that's disgusting, dude.
It's not disgusting. It's not disgusting at all.
It's disgusting.
No, it's not. It's not disgusting. It's not. It's good.
Yes,
It's really, really good. It's really, really good. You put it on the white bread, and it's delicious, dude.
Boo.
Ah! Jesus,
Brendan, you
Brendan's
missed the chicken in a can. I deleted it so we didn't have to look at it
we
anymore.
were debating
What
sandwich
the
meats.
fuck is that on screen?
That's macaroni loaf. I was talking about how delicious macaroni loaf is. These fucking idiots are all telling me it's disgusting, and I'm a fucking animal for enjoying it. The fucking uncultured swines. Side with me here, Brendan. Macaroni loaf is spectacular, right?
I'm not a huge macaroni fan, so
Oh,
I'll probably
son of a
disagree with you. But
Bitch.
Brendan, look in the chat. Look
remember
at
all
the
these
gif I-
different like lunch meats you used to have? Do you remember like mock chicken or whatever the fuck it was? Remember that stuff?
No, I missed
No?
out on
Yeah.
that one.
Oh, that was like a almost like
Brendan,
a
look in the
bologna type
chat.
thing, but
Look at
What
today's chat.
fuck.
I don't know if you want to. I don't know if you want to.
Chicken in a can.
It's chicken in a can. That macaroni loaf is delicious. See, that's nothing like the pictures you found because you don't know what you're looking for, Chase. That's a problem. You guys don't have delicious
Oh.
macaroni loaf in the States. All
Isn't
right?
that terrifying?
That's the real macaroni loaf.
But I
That's the
somehow
delicious
can't
shit.
look away.
Don't
It
worry,
just
I'm
keeps
deleting
going.
it. Let's go.
I said too, I was like, can't you just hear the sound that can makes? You know what I mean? Without actually having any sound in that GIF. You know what sound it makes.
Yeah.
Gross.
Fucking awful. This microphone has paid for itself in dividends. It's spectacular. That's good. God, that's awful. Well, let's watch some cyberpunk shit and not look at fucking not look at
Dude,
macaroni
that-
loaf anymore.
fucking trailer with the cars.
Yeah,
which
we're
one
gonna
are we
watch that
watching?
one. Let's start at the top. What's the first one? Oh wait, that one's
It's
like
a little
11
bit-
minutes. Yeah, that one's like 11 minutes.
Yeah, that one's long.
Yeah, we'll go for the other ones. Let's go for the vehicles trailer. Let's watch that one first.
Yeah.
Is the second one the Styles? Oh, I watched that one too. All right,
Yeah.
yeah, let's watch the vehicle one.
Yeah, all right, hold on. Let me get this all queued up here. Get all set up.
Cowabunga!
Oh wait, sorry, wrong franchise. Oh, I love that movie. That's so good, dude.
I love it. Blood and gore, intense violence, nudity, strong language, strong sexual
Oh,
content.
I love titties and dick. Nudity. Woo!
Titties and dick.
Woo! Titties and dick. All right,
Oh.
everybody, all good? You got the video all queued up?
Yeah.
All right,
No.
3, 2, 1, play.
Let it rip.
I disregard your existence now.
Oh, this is one of them fat beats.
Oh my god, that's aggressively loud.
Oh yeah, my volume's at like less than 50 and it still hurts my head.
In a
Yeah.
huge open world like Night City, you need a chill ride to get around fast.
You're right, I do need a chill ride to get around fast.
My good
And
monitor.
Cyberpunk 2077.
Oh, look at those fancy cyber Bugattis.
Oh my god, look at those cyber seats, dude, and those cyber wheels. Cyber V8.
We've crafted
Dude, that
every
white car looks
car
sick
and
as shit.
motorbike with amazing attention to detail. On the chassis, the body.
I like how for the sound for the motorcycles, they literally captured the sound of arch motorcycles.
Yeah, we'll watch that after too, because that's awesome.
Driving experience.
Keanu's so cool. Oh, I thought they were gonna fuck that guy with that tail. Just boom.
Dude, the fucking lighting in this
Okay.
game is
Yeah.
absolutely
Advanced tech or
incredible.
Luxurious materials here. Nuh-uh.
Oh yeah, look at that thing,
I
dude.
fucking love this.
I can't wait for this game. Did I tell you guys I booked
I
off?
like the,
I booked those
I
days
like
off
the whole,
work.
like-
For every pocket.
Pardon?
I was saying I booked those days off work. I booked off from the 18th till the 20th.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I'm going hard, dude.
I really like on this is like the one side,
If you need to impress, look
like
to
how there
this
seems
class
to be
alone.
kind of, it's not so symmetrical. Some of them they always have like an extra headlight or tail light on the one side.
Yeah, for sure.
Where there's like a different shape to them to the one side. I actually
Yeah,
really
man.
like that.
It
Yeah,
look
like
it
on
looks
that
like
one.
it looks like it was like thrown together with spare parts. You know what I mean? Like they didn't
Yeah.
have two matching headlights or whatever.
Like
so they
that,
just
there's
kind
an
of
extra
used like.
tail light on the right.
Yeah, exactly.
Get to sit back
I
and
like
enjoy
that.
the ride.
And same thing with the trucks. Like
These
it's got a big
these are the
headlight
ones
on
I like,
left.
dude. These heavy duties. These look
Trucks
so
and tanks
fucking
for when you
fun.
need power and
Just plow
purpose.
through everything.
Hell of a machine. Meet beast, my pride and joy.
And these monsters are literally unstoppable.
Literally unstoppable.
These are for chooms who love the smell of exhaust and the roar of street wildlife.
Oh yeah, dude.
Their powerful engines and exchangeable parts make them perfect for tuning.
Come on! I want to smell.
Yeah, that Quadra I think is my favorite in this game
Mm.
so far.
Which one's the
Whether
Quadra?
it's street racing,
I don't know. It just said that one.
Oh, that one there. Okay, yeah. I thought it was something else different. Yeah.
Yeah, that
yeah.
Quadra.
Only respect.
God, I love those like square looking steering
right
wheels
there,
and
the
shit. That's so
Turbo
cool.
A or whatever.
Yeah,
If
dude,
you
that
need
looks
full
so
on
good.
Armor, the hypercar class is for you. It means precise bodywork, built-in lidar arrays, and really expensive
LiDAR
machines.
arrays.
Imagine you're sitting on a pile of eddies. Probably less than 1,000 people in the
That
world
one that
can
was
afford
spitting
it.
out was like a crazy Veyron fucking thing.
Right? Yeah, I mean, these all look like
It
like
will
crazy
take you
fucking
places you
Bentleys and
never
shit.
dreamed you'd go.
You're a crazy Bentley.
And original vehicles are not all
This
you'll
is
find in
sweet.
2077.
The Porsche.
We also found room on our roster for some true automotive icons.
Johnny Silverhand's fucking Porsche 911, dude.
Oh, that's so dope.
Yeah. Yeah, Johnny Silverhand gets the actual like Porsche 911 1977, I think they said it was.
Yeah, and then I
Is
came
it-
over, I saw something else too. There's like one of the bikes that like from like Keanu's.
Yeah, that's what I
Like
wanted.
a bike thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jared, do you have the video handy for that? If you could link it, that would be handy.
Here, one sec.
Because I didn't cue that one because I'm a fucking idiot.
Here, I'll get it.
But yeah, if you have that handy, that would be good because I'd like to watch that one next, where they're like actually like, talking about the sound capture and shit like that for the motorcycles. That's so cool. And yeah, they literally designed
got
like
it.
an arch motorcycle. Yeah, put that shit in the chat. Nice. All right, yeah, it's in the chat there, Brennan.
Is it
Man.
IGN one?
The very bottom one there, from
It's
Cyberpunk.
it's literally posted by Cyberpunk.
Yeah,
Oh.
very, very bottom.
You're all cyberpunk.
Someday I will be.
Okay.
I would like to have bionic third finger.
I've got this.
All right, everybody's all good?
Oh, wait 1 second. It's being stupid. There we go.
All right. 3, 2, 1, play.
The smell. The travel.
Yeah.
God, that looks good. Look at that bike.
Journey. Freedom.
I know the first one was called like the Arch KRGT, as in like Keanu Reeves.
That's hilarious.
That was like their first model they made in like 2017 or something.
The designers, I guess, for like the game, like they took like baseline designs from these Arch motorcycles and then made like a futuristic version of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we're
Yeah.
here as,
So yeah, the Arch motorcycle that's in the game is like a
Arch
futuristic
motorcycle,
version
and
of
we're
like a
doing some
cool.
audio
I was like, that's
recording
awesome. I love it.
for Cyberpunk 2077. Arch Motorcycle is a custom production motorcycle company. What's unique about it is that the motorcycles are built on a production platform, but each one is designed to be able to be personalized for each customer.
Look at how fucking slick those are, dude.
Yeah, dude, that looks so nice. It's fucking beautiful.
When CD
Very
Projekt
slick.
Red approached me about doing Cyberpunk 2077,
Motorcycles are so
they
cool, man. I
also
wish I wasn't
spoke
such a
about
pussy. I would totally have
integrating-
one.
They were fans of, or I guess people who worked at the company were fans of Arch Motorcycle, and so they broached the idea.
I wouldn't want to drive a
creating
motorcycle because other people are
kinda
idiots.
Specialized
That's fair.
No.
Yeah,
Cyberpunk
that is fair.
2077 version of the Arch Motorcycle. And I thought that was a very fine idea.
Very fine idea. I love how like genuine he is. You know what I
We
mean?
have a motorcycle we've designed and we've been developing called the Method 143, and so that I think in particular was
Look at the carbon fiber on that bitch.
Right.
a creative inspiration for the designers. So they
Dude,
sort
that
of
looks
used
like
that as
so
the basis and
cyberpunk
then
right
went
there.
further. So it has a totally.
And that's a real bike.
Yeah, I was saying that's like an actual bike they build.
We did a little customization.
I love watching this audio capture shit, like how Brendan gets hard about photography. I get hard about audio capture like this. You know what I mean? I'm like, this is the coolest shit to me ever, man. Like when they're doing this kind of stuff, or when they're capturing gun sounds for video games. I'm like, god damn it, that's amazing.
The source will be pure.
The source will be pure.
All right, calm down, Bill.
Ted.
Oh, whatever. Like I'm supposed to pay attention. I've only seen 3 of those movies.
Yeah.
Racing
Actually, when I have it all together, I'll have to show you because we
motorcycle.
did a little audio thing for the last motorcycle that we did. We did a little
Nice.
video.
Sounds pretty. I could definitely blindfold.
Oh yeah, there's
tell
the bike.
that
There it is in game.
that's the
Look at that thing, dude.
Oh.
That's cool as fuck, man. Look at that thing.
Food.
I love that big fat tire on the back. It's so thick. Calm down, children. That's not what I meant.
Role playing aspect of the game. I think it'll be cool, like to be on a
Yeah,
bike
yeah.
here and that,
Yeah, yeah.
going through the city streets and getting into the madness of mayhem.
Anybody else see
Yeah,
did anybody else see
yeah.
the fucking tail light reflecting off the rubber of the tire there? The lighting in this game like literally blows my goddamn mind, man. It's so well done. So yeah, that's how much effort they're putting into the fucking audio for the vehicles and shit. And then I think we got one more trailer here to watch for it still. Yeah, Styles of Night City trailer.
Quiet back there, witch.
Get that one all queued up. Don't
We're
make
trying
me
to do
mute you.
Supper just got here.
Is it Swiss
Huh?
Chalet? Then it ain't shit.
What is it?
A fucking brick of macaroni loaf.
Yeah, we got a macaroni loaf.
You're
All right, all right.
a
It is shit. I take it back.
sick fuck.
So you admit macaroni loaf is shit.
No, it's superior to Swiss chalet. That's what I admit for sure. I would much rather have a loaf of macaroni loaf than a quarter chicken dinner. That's for sure.
Macaroni shit.
Any day. I'm gonna find the company that makes macaroni loaf, and I'm gonna fucking send them a sponsorship email. We'll see what's up. And then all of you will be forced to eat macaroni loaf.
Disgusting.
Yeah, you say that now until you shove it in your mouth hole.
Disgusting.
Everybody got you got that shit queued up?
Yep. I do.
Yeah.
All right. 3, 2, 1, play. You know, every one of these trailers has said that there's going to be nudity in them, and I haven't seen a single penis.
I have.
Really? Did I miss
They're
it?
in the reflection.
Oh, I gotta watch the mirrors, yeah.
Welcome to the brief.
I've been only looking at... I've been staring at groins.
This chapter is devoted to so-called styles.
Fuck.
Deeply linked with the history of the world.
Character
and a
customization.
very important aspect of life in the city. You can find them everywhere.
Oh,
Dick!
Clothes,
Dick! Dick!
Guns, implants.
I saw it!
They are your war paint. As one of our sponsors says, it matters not if you're dead, as long as you're doing it in style.
Ooh, that's crazy, bitch.
Holy shit! Did you see that? Whoa! You fucking dismembered the fuck out of that.
City of 2077, each with its own history.
Hold on, pause right there. Just off that aesthetic right there, which one would you pick? Neo-militarism for me. That is so fucking cool looking. Just authoritative and terrifying, dude. That is so awesome. Either that or kitsch with the neon and shit. That's fucking badass, too.
The Neo kitsch is cool.
Oh, yeah,
Have you watched this video yet?
No, I haven't watched any of this yet.
Okay, I watched this one earlier today, actually.
No, I haven't watched any of that. That's why I was saying pause here, just for, like, what you saw.
What second are you paused on so I can be at the right time?
A minute exactly right now.
No, what's your time that you're paused on?
A minute exactly.
Oh, a minute.
Yeah, 1 minute.
Retarded.
Yeah, no, that's true, but it's okay. I still love you. You chopsticks? Wow, you really are trying to just eat other people's cultures up, aren't you? Jesus. But yeah, no, I love that neo-militarism look. That looks fucking
The one
awesome,
in Entropism looks like fucking Harley
Quinn. Yeah, literally.
Looks like she fucked Rihanna.
I'm gonna go out of my way to murder those people.
They're like the poor people. Let's continue with it.
Yeah, that's it. All right, 3, 2, 1, play. Kitsch.
Neon hair, illuminated tattoos, and chrome.
Illuminated tattoos. Keiryn, you like tattoos?
It appeals to me.
This group speaks to me. Oh, bionic arms. That's what Brennan wants. He said he would take bionic arms over legs.
Looks like a fucking moron. Look at this shit. She has 3 mouths. She had 3 mouths. She could. Dude,
oh, you see that fat ass right there? Jesus.
Is that a cyber ass?
I hope not. I hope that was au naturel.
Vast and deep crises forced people to find ways to survive by any means. Getting the job
Poor
done,
people.
Yeah, they're poor people. I'm gonna murder these scum.
Goal. The look,
look at that bitch.
He's collecting cans.
Love this town. Love it like you might love a mother who popped you out on the steps of an orphanage once and now stops you to ask if you got a smoke for her.
Fuck them. Fuck this job. Fuck this city.
That lady looks like Jada Pinkett Smith.
Deadly elegance without ostentation.
Yes.
Corporate militaristic fashion.
Corporate militaristic.
Parts of town. Substance over style. That's the motto.
Substance over style, baby.
Look at that guy's face.
Yeah, just melting out.
Yeah. We like to fuck.
What a convenient. I also like to fuck.
Celebrities.
That's so weird.
Stars,
that's like my third favorite hobby.
Dude, can you get cyber jaguars?
Executives. They abandoned the
I hope not. That'll be OP.
Of neo-militarism
I like to fuck.
To the roots of
yeah, fucking is my third favorite hobby for sure. My first favorite is eating macaroni loaf.
Shit, these hands.
That's a throwback. That's called a throwback. I don't like these guys, man. I don't like those neon guys there at the end.
Thank you for your attention. We wish you a very pleasant stay in our
You racist
marvelous
against neon?
metropolis.
Yeah, I am.
Good luck.
Yeah, definitely.
And goodbye.
And poor people.
And poor. I don't like the poor. Yeah.
NC's legends. Know where you'll find most
Those
of them.
poor neons.
The
Just try harder. Like,
luckily, matters not where you're from.
Look at this
Matters where
baller.
you start. What matters here is the walk you walk.
So Burton get.
that's nice.
That looks neat.
November 19th, boys. Woo. Oh my god, I don't think that I've been this excited for a game in a long time.
Yeah, no, I actually haven't.
Super hyped for that for sure. Yeah, no, that's gonna be very. Oh, Keiryn disappeared. He vanished.
Bye. Go eat your Chinese food in peace.
But yeah, no, I'm super excited for that, man.
It just looks so pretty.
I booked off the Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday from work.
Yeah, I think I said this has been like one of the few, like one of the only games ever I've actually considered pre-ordering so I can have it downloaded to play the day of.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
I pre-ordered this like 2 months ago already.
I wish I had a PC to play it on. I'll play it on PS4 like a fucking schlep.
Hey man, you still got time to build one, dude. You still got time to build one.
I don't have time to get that much money by November 19th.
That's fair.
Gone down
That's
in
fair.
price at like $99.99 is only like $500 now.
Yeah, it's pretty reasonable. Oh, all right. Yeah, fair enough. Let's say if you could get yourself like $1,000 together, we could build you a monster computer for sure.
Yeah.
Without any kind of consideration,
on
especially with those
decent
new
sales
fucking
for
those new
old stuff, yeah.
those new 3080s
Yeah, old
coming out and
stuff.
shit like that.
Those
drop
are
the
all.
market.
I know they were saying that the 3080s are going to be like unavailable after their first run until like some point
but
2021.
But because of the fact that they got released, everything else dropped in price. You know what I mean? So like, yeah, you can buy yourself like an older generation card for like half the price of what you would have bought it for like 2 months ago or something like that.
Yeah.
So you can still build like a like those 3080s are retarded. You know what I mean? When it comes to like power and shit like that, those things are above and beyond. Like they are so good. They put everything to shame. Like the top of the line GPU that's available now, the 2080 Ti, is a shit bag compared to the 3080.
It's like half the power.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And it's like a
And
quarter.
then there's also the 3090. It's like, why do you need that?
Literally, dude. But you know what? That's what NVIDIA does, though. They've always done that. When they release, like, the 1080s and shit like that, they release the Titan.
The Titan V.
Exactly. You know what I mean? And the Titan was, like, a fucking card that had, like, 15 gigs of RAM at a time when cards had 4 gigs.
Ridiculous.
You know what I mean? It was
Yeah,
just
I
obscene.
remember the Titan was like the top for like at least 5 years.
It was always their flagship product. Like, they always had a new version of the Titan for that generation. And, yeah, that was always their, like, flagship. You know what I mean? Where they were like, yeah, this is our absolute best product that we're going to make this generation. And that has now just been replaced by the 3090. The 3090 is like what that is now. You know what I mean? Like instead of making a new Titan, it's just the 3090. That is the Titan.
The enthusiast fucking extra money having.
Exactly. Yeah. The absolute unnecessary pinnacle of PC gaming. You know what I mean? Like where it's like like Brennan said, you just have money to burn.
The best of the best.
Yep. Like you just got cash to burn.
You can literally say I have the absolute best.
Yep. And then
as far as consumer cards go,
and then even in just a term of like viability for the future, though, like you're never ever going to need to build another computer. Essentially, you know what I mean? Like fuck, man, look at my system. My system's a shit bag. You know what I mean? It's got a. Well, now it's a little different, but back in the day, I had a 3550 processor, which wasn't even top of the line when I bought it. And I had a GTX 980 and 16 gigs of RAM. In total, that computer would probably cost you about $550-$600 to build. And I was still playing games with you guys. You know what I mean? Albeit not at max settings, obviously. You know what I mean? Like I was running games on like the lowest, but I was still playing with you guys and shit like that. I didn't have to put any money into it. And then my buddy Ryan, shout out Ryan Nafziger. You're fucking awesome, dude. I love you, man. He hooked me up with like his old components when he built his new computer there, and now I've got that fucking 4790K.
Did he get the 2080 Ti?
Yeah. Oh yeah, he went top of the line, and like I said too, I think I mentioned on the podcast, but he got a deal with EVGA because that's the manufacturer.
3080.
Yeah, no, he's gonna have a 3090.
You can send it in for the new one.
Yeah,
he's getting the 3090.
Dude, when he bought that 2080 Ti, he paid so much for it that when the 3090 is available, he's going to get money back.
Yeah.
Like that's how
Damn.
much the 2080 Ti cost him. You know what I mean? Like that's what we were talking about earlier. Where like
Well, that's the other thing too is the price difference compared to the performance.
it's insane.
difference on these.
It's fucking insane.
crazy.
Yeah, like where
Everybody
you would
was
be
like,
paying $2,000.
Like exponential.
Yeah.
Like to consider
Yes.
how much more powerful it is to how much
Dude,
more you paid. It's like holy fuck.
it's
that
the
thing's
jump.
like 5 times the cost for the performance.
It's the jump that it used to make, like years ago.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When they went from like the 980s to the 1000 series, it was a huge leap. And when they went from the 1000 series to the 2000s, it wasn't a big leap at all. It was more efficient. You know what I mean? But you didn't get a huge boost in performance and shit like that. But going from the 2000 series to this new 3000 series, it's exponentially better. You're talking about a 50% increase in performance for like a half the price. You know what I mean? It's like that's obscene. It's obscene. It's fucking unheard of. You know what I mean? Like this shit hasn't happened. I can't remember. I'm quoting shit out of my ass right now. But there was an article with, where they were talking about like value per upgrade kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like how much more performance you'll get out of the cost. And they were saying that an increase in performance this high hasn't happened since like the 600 series. You know what I mean? So it's like it's astronomical that Nvidia even did this. Like, yeah, it's gonna like force AMD to be playing catch up for years now. You know what I mean? Like, Nvidia has like solidified themselves as.
I'd like to have one of those at some point in the future.
A Radeon?
No,
or a 3080.
These new 30s.
Oh yeah, no, me too for sure. I've got $550.
2070.
Yeah, I've got $550 literally sitting in a savings account. You know what I mean? Like just for when it goes available, and then like when it's like actually available with a good slew, I'm fucking scooping one right away, dude.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna upgrade my processor as well.
Oh really? Because you have a monster processor too. You're gonna go to town then, eh?
Yeah, I'm gonna get that. Honestly, man, it's been the fucking video and photo editing that
I told you that shit, dude. That's what I said when you built that too, right? Because I knew you'd get into that shit, and I'm like, gaming is never going to be your bottleneck. But wait till you start rendering photos at 4K, and you start rendering videos. I didn't think I was going to
be as much as I am.
I knew you would, dude. As soon as you were like talking about that shit, and like when we do the editing at my house and shit like that, I was like, you had that like spark for it. You know what I mean? Where you just really, really enjoy that, like the same way that I do. You like editing. You know what I mean? Like it's a fun. It's a fun for you. You know what I mean? Like you put tunes on, you have a drink or a beer or whatever, you fucking smoke a joint, and you're just like you get in the zone and you do your editing. It's fun. It's enjoyable to do. And you had that like same enjoyment that I did, and I was like, no, you're gonna get into this hard. Like you're going to dive into this deep end of the pool for sure. And like that's exactly what I said too when you were building that system. I'm like, when it comes to gaming, you're never gonna have a bottleneck. But as soon as you start rendering like big huge big giant photos, big giant videos, you're gonna notice a slowdown for sure, and you're gonna notice your computer whining. You're gonna notice a lot of shit. But that's funny too, because like you have a fairly high-end CPU. So what is it that you're planning to upgrade to? Because
like I said, like if I do the upgrade, it would be the like i9 99K.
Like the absolute pinnacle.
I'd do just the big boy.
Yeah, that's because that's as best as you can get without going to like a server grade fucking CPU where you're paying like $5,000.
Yeah, I'm pretty
you know
sure
what I mean? Like
it's
I don't know if they still make them, but back in the day they used to have those things. I think they were called like Celeron processors, and they were just like essentially just server processors. But they're when it came to terms of like rendering capabilities and like calculations, they were immensely more powerful. But they were garbage for gaming. You know what I mean? Because they didn't have like multi-threading and shit like that. Oh my god, this burping is killing me. Every time I'm like trying to talk, I got a burp in the middle of it. But so it was like those like I might be wrong with the name too, but it was like some series of Intel processors that were specifically made for like server work and like calculation work. They were immensely powerful when it came to like rendering video and photos and shit like that and editing, but they were garbage for everything else. You know what I mean? Like where it came, like where if you had 4 tabs open on your Internet Explorer, your computer would lock up. You know what I mean? Because it was just like, we don't know how to multitask.
Yeah.
And it was like, all right. Fair
I had a computer. This was like, I got it like mid 8th grade or something like that. This is quite a while ago. But it was like a Pentium Celeron D. I was like, what the fuck is this thing? Whatever.
Like, I think I got the naming wrong because I think you're right. The Celeron was like a name of a run of processors that were fairly old and shitty. But yeah, it was like there's some kind of Intel processor.
Pentium 4, but like it was like I don't know, it was weird.
Yeah, I remember that too. You're right. I know exactly what you're talking about because there was that weird lax in the middle where there wasn't like a Pentium 5.
Yeah.
And then it just started being like Celeron processors, and then it turned into like Core i5, Core i3, Core i7s and shit like that.
i3, i5, i7, i9s,
i9s are like, that's like a fairly new thing in terms of like a consumer like availability.
Yeah.
Like I9 is obscene, fucking obscene. That's like literally the only time you need shit like that is when you're doing applications about like what Brendan was talking about. You know what I mean? Where it's like I'm doing like video rendering, I'm doing like 3D rendering and shit like that. Where like it takes me 15 hours to render a fucking image. That's not okay. You know what I mean? Like,
or my computer just completely freezes in the middle of
and just locks
like an
up.
edit that I haven't saved for 5 minutes.
Yeah,
and it's like, wow,
oh great.
Like I didn't even want to do this anymore.
Yeah,
fucking shut off my computer and walk away. Right?
Dude, I was like doing when we were doing like the shift flicks thing, and I'm like editing that on the 680. You know what I mean, with the 3550, and it was like, yeah, you were there many a time where we just be in the middle of editing, and then I go to like move something, it's just like dead. I'm like, oh, all right, don't worry about it. The last like 12 minutes of our work is just gone though. That's fine. No problem. Yeah. No problem at all.
Fuck.
Like, fuck me, god damn it. Yeah, but no, totally understand. Using a computer for a workstation is an entirely different thing than using a computer for gaming. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you can get a gaming PC for like $1,000 or under, no problem. You know what I mean? And you can get like a good system that will last you a good couple of years, and you get really good performance out of it and shit like that. But you want to start doing like the shit that we're doing, like I'm doing here. You know what I mean? Like doing the live stream and shit like that, and doing the processing, the cropping, and or like what Brendan does with the photo editing. Like you need a bit of a beastly rig to be able to process all that shit for sure. There's a lot going on there, man.
I'll just put it in the chat just so you can fucking see it.
And your computer
locked up in the middle of this the other day.
I
still got to do a shit ton of stuff to it, so that's the original.
Where are you, Discord? There you are. Oh yeah, that's the raw one there.
No, that's like edited a bit, but then.
All right, there we go. I got it up on the screen.
Okay, so I just try like a full out composite.
Whoa,
dude.
So I've got to screw with that a lot more, but
that is so cool though. Look at that! Look at that!
But yeah, first time trying that.
All right, here we go. I can switch between the two of them on stream here. Look at the composite work he did there. Holy shit, that's beautiful, man.
So did you add the mountains in the background? I'm like, where the fuck would you take that here?
And he replaced the trees and everything.
Yeah.
Everything in the background is different on that, man. And
there's
you
like
actually
a bit more I can do to blend it.
Yeah,
better,
that's what
like
I was gonna say. Your blending leaves a little bit to be desired, but other than that, like,
well, there's zero blending. That's just a cut background.
Oh,
with another one
okay,
pretty
so
much dropped in there.
Perfect.
So now I've got like a bunch of like haze and like blur layers to go through and do, and then a bunch of like shadows and corrections in that. But,
yeah,
like,
definitely.
That's a pretty fair start for just.
Oh yeah, no, that's an amazing start, dude.
Paste.
Yeah, no, that's an amazing start for sure. Yeah, there's the difference between it, viewers. I'm just gonna keep bouncing between the two of them, just so you can see the background difference there. But yeah, that's phenomenal, man. That looks so good. Like considering that you did no blending on that and shit like that. Yeah, because like just like in a critiquing brain, the only thing that looks weird to that is the fact that the blending isn't seamless. You know what I mean? Like there's no like blur in between the foreground and the background and shit like that. Like it's like overly clear. But like you said, you haven't done any of that, so that makes total fucking sense.
Yeah, I have to add that aperture effect.
Yeah,
so it's,
exactly.
a bit more blurred in the back. The farther back you get, and the more.
Yeah, no, that's phenomenal though. Yeah, that's so cool, dude. That you could do shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but my computer does not like even doing simple things like that. Like even things like that is like super intensive because it's got like all the information from like two separate massive photos.
Right, yeah.
Right? Because like that photo in the background is like 6,000 by 4,000. This one's a 6,000 by 4,000.
Right.
And then there's like extra bits added to that as you're, adding information to the color and the light.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Even like the, like I can't remember what it's called, but I know like every photo has its, like every camera has its own like quote unquote palette of color. You know what I mean? In the way that it's represented and shit like that. And when you try to blend images between two different cameras, it's kind of a nightmare because of like the way that they'll capture color and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, like, it's very fucking hard to make that look really convincing and shit like that. But yeah, dude, you did a great job on that, man. You got a knack for this shit, dude. For sure. Have you ever considered doing like anything other than like the automotive photography, like any kind of like nature photography or any of that kind of shit? Or is the photography and like the automotive thing like your central interest?
I did a super odd. I really like the cars and stuff, but I've been kind of into
for sure.
Everything.
But like, man, just like with the quality of stuff that you're able to take, like I feel like you could do some very fucking cool nature photos and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I'd really like to get into the big thing that I would really like to do actually is like product photography.
That'd be
you know
cool.
what I mean? So
yeah.
like that bottle, like a bottle of whiskey on like that
Yeah.
nice wooden
Yeah.
board with like a glass and like a nice cube. Or
Yeah,
whatever
dude,
the fuck,
definitely, for
like,
sure.
For well, like products and stuff for like selling, you know, and
Yeah,
like
man.
advertisement stuff.
You get like a nice cigar and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like burning
Yeah,
in like a crystal
stuff
ashtray
like that, or
with
like
a nice
a
green
like a
screen.
knife set.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
A knife set or something on like a nice black foam
Yeah.
core background with like perfect lighting
And even
Yeah.
in terms of like commercial viability and shit like that, like, you know what I mean, from a business standpoint, there's like always opportunities for that kind of stuff to be done. You know what I mean? Like there's always companies looking for like photography work for their products and stuff like that, right? So like if that's something you can do in your own house too, man, you're ahead of the curve, you know? That's a really good idea to get into for sure, man.
Whoa.
Yeah,
I
that's
know this
badass,
place.
Brennan. It's badass. Go follow fucking Monolith Multimedia, you idiots, if you haven't already.
You see the one he just posted of the alleyway?
Oh, no. Is there no Discord there?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's what I'm talking about. Scenery shots like that. That's the shit that gets my dick hard right there. That's nice. Look at that shit. Look at that, viewers.
that was fun. I just spent it like I walked around the other day
that's
just
a nice
downtown.
shot. I like that shit. You know where you
Yes, I
should
do.
go to, dude? In between fucking Spaghetti Eddie's there with all that beautiful graffiti on the
I've
wall.
got
and
a
shit.
shot.
Yeah?
I'll show
Nice.
that next week. I'll have it edited for
Awesome.
next week.
Yeah, because I would say that's a cool spot. You know what I mean? Like with that long
Yeah.
alley and shit.
Dude,
like
I
that.
just had Spaghetti Eddie's 2 days ago.
That shit's
Ooh.
good too. Shout out to
I've
Spaghetti
had it
Eddie's, man.
forever.
Me too. I got that like when I first
Like-
moved to London.
Like I was a child.
Oh wow, you're going like way hard back on that shit then. Yeah, for sure. I got that when I first moved there because somebody told me that you get like a massive container of spaghetti for like $7. They weren't lying. They weren't lying in the slightest. You definitely get a
They weren't
giant fucking container of spaghetti and meatballs.
Dude,
It's
I got
fucking
their
awesome.
lasagna. It's like, Jesus Christ.
Oh, is that what you posted on Snapchat the other day? Is that what that was?
Yeah.
Fuck,
yeah.
that looked good. Holy
So
shit.
normally it's on a long plate when you go there, but in the thing they cut it in half so it fits in the fucking thing.
Yeah, no, that looked fucking spectacular. Like it was like the perfect size, Brennan. You know what I mean? Like when you open the styrofoam container and like to edge was like a perfect cheese cut. You know what I mean? With like the
Oh my
sauce.
God.
I'm like, get out of here! Did they cook that in the
fuck.
styrofoam? Like, how did they do that shit? Like, like, don't fuck with me. This is intense, dude. Yeah, no, shout out Spaghetti Eddie's, man. You guys make some.
Lara in the
fucking
comments is
good-ass
like, I need to
food
go back to Spaghetti Eddie's. Thanks for the reminder again, Jared.
Oh my
So I
God.
just like, it's like it.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. God, Spaghetti Eddie's is the shit. It's so tasty.
I get their
That's a
lasagna or
nice
I get
shop,
their
man.
chicken
Yeah,
Alfredo
maybe
and I
you
add
do
mushrooms to it.
Something
Ugh.
separate for that type of work.
Yeah.
Like the Monolith Multimedia. I've been considering like a name change or something like Monolith Motor Media because it's all focused on cars, and then it also gives me that triple M. And I had an idea for like this M cubed,
Right.
or like M.
Yeah. From like a synergy standpoint, for sure, that would make more sense. But you got to consider the
Then
fact
have-
that you might, at that point, also be limiting your ability to do other work, right?
Yeah, but I'd have that under. I'd do that
Like a separate.
separately.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Either
Yeah.
way, all I want to do is like separate the one that I have, like the Monolith
From the
Multimedia.
other
I just
shit.
want that to be my automotive work, and then
Right.
if I do like portrait work for people or product
Right.
photography, I'll have that as something different.
Okay. Yeah. That'd be cool. For sure. Yeah, for sure.
Actually, what I had thought for like portrait work or for like modeling stuff like that, like to kind of have like different lines. There's like Monolith Multimedia, which is then we wanted to do like music stuff and like band stuff.
Okay.
And like live shows whenever that becomes things. So that could be like Monolith Music Media.
Right.
And then there could be like Monolith Model Media, which is like for, like models and portraits.
Yeah,
and
for
shit.
tits and
it's like,
shit.
There's
Yeah.
the 3 sections. So
For tits and shit.
Yeah, for sure. We're
Anybody
selling
got nice
bras.
titties? Call Brendan.
Yeah. If you got nice tits and you want them to be photographed real nicely and
oh
shit,
my God.
Brennan will do it, dude. What, Brennan? You don't like take pictures of boobs? Are you a sexist? You won't?
That's
take
not what
pictures
it's
of women?
about. Because I was just about to throw a like thing, but now it seems bad. So it's gonna be like legitimately, if anyone does need like some portrait or photography work,
Yeah,
like, not
clothed
the most
or
expensive
unclothed.
portrait work, but like
I'm just
I
saying.
would definitely do
listen,
it for free.
you're-
Like if
you're-
anyone
you're-
wants any sort of product
Dude,
photography or portrait
you're
photography
dropping-
or automotive photography, I will do it for free. Just kind of.
You're dropping the blind on your window here, okay? And then you're complaining about your electricity bill, Brandon.
Okay, yeah, clothed or not clothed, don't matter.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
That's what I'm saying. He's not here just for the tits. All right? That's not what he's about. He's here for the photography. If
Yes.
there's tits involved, cool. If there's cars involved, cool. If there's alleys with graffiti involved, Also cool.
If there's
It's all
products
cool.
like something you make or sell,
you got a screwdriver, you got a Phillips head screwdriver that you want to
like
sell.
I said, all
cool,
a free
all cool.
thing.
It's all
you
cool.
know?
So
I do charge for my automotive shoots, but I'm not too well.
Yeah.
You know, with the like knowledge with the whole portrait photography and stuff, so like kind of offering that.
Experience is the asset, yeah, for sure, man.
Yes, exactly. But I did get to do that actually yesterday. No, the day before Friday for a little bit. I did
do like people pictures.
Yeah,
that's cool. That's really cool.
So I've got that, and I've got some of those done.
I need some. I need new profile pictures and shit like that. So I will recruit you definitely to like do some photography next time I'm down in London and shit like that. Because yeah, you have the capability to take pictures and the mental capability to like take good pictures.
He takes the picture and you're like, oh, the quality's too good. They can see all the flaws.
Jesus Christ! I wanted this in 720p where I belong, not 1440. This is ridiculous, Brendan. Who do you think I am? Brad Pitt? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'll pop one into the thing, but just don't put it on stream.
Yeah, no worries.
Strictly,
no worries. I'm gonna go grab a quick beer anyway.
Is it boobs?
No, it's not. No, it's just I haven't delivered this to the client yet, and they have someone they're actually doing this for, so I can't really. But y'all can
sneak peek.
Y'all can have a look. That's no issue.
Oh, Martin's gonna like that for sure, dude. Where was that?
Grand Bend.
Okay. That's cool. That's super cool. Martin's gonna like that one when he sees it.
Yeah, this dude was actually like pretty damn good for photos.
If he was a Christian rocker, he would have like his band around him, all staring at the camera where he stares off into the distance. Martin!
God damn it, stop yelling at me.
Drop one more
in. So curious of this picture now. Well, I'm not allowed to show them.
It's just because I haven't delivered them to them, and it's
no, for sure. You'll get to see these. You'll get to see them eventually. They are nice. Those are some nice shots.
That bottom one I actually have to do more to. That's kind of straight off the camera, but that top one's okay.
I like it.
Do a little bit more to the sky. I was considering dropping another sky in.
You should put the Tatooine dueling suns.
Oh fuck yeah!
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do that.
You know what I mean? For like his little folk album and shit. That'd be nice, dude.
That'd be dope.
Yeah, that'd be tight as fuck, dude. And then yeah, you could put a bunch of blaster points that are far too accurate to be sand people.
Man, I remember seeing a picture of the probably one of the I love it. Just a picture of the Twin Towers after they were hit, and it's like these blast points, too accurate for sand people. There's just Obi-Wan like half faded into the photo.
That's so These blast points far too accurate for sand people. It must be the work of Imperial stormtroopers.
Boys in the chat, Lara's like, I'm so curious of this sweet picture now. I was like, it's a nice pair of titties. She goes, I don't remember getting my tits pictured. And I just replied, we have our methods.
No one ever does. No one ever does.
Oh.
Yeah, trade secrets. Nice. You're at the world's worst podcast. Yeah. You'll never know.
But hey, yeah, like kind of like a shout out asking, hey, if anyone wants some cool photos taken for your social media or some cool profile pictures or whatever, I'll do them for free.
You got a band that doesn't suck? Hit up Brendan.
Even if they do suck, hit up Brendan. He doesn't care. He's not discriminatory against your music ability. He just wants to take pictures of stuff.
Okay,
we'll just make fun of you. We'll just make fun of you on here. Oh, speaking of that fucking Mike guy.
Oh my god. Okay, yeah, we don't have that prepped. That's right. That fucking piece of shit. Did you not hear about that?
Wait.
You not hear
about
that?
1 second, camera time.
Oh, hold on, Brendan. Jared, do you have that like handy?
1 second. Don't go on with this.
No, we're good. Jared's got to find this shit and everything. Yeah.
Headphones off. Can't hear. Wait.
That's fine. Do your thing. But yeah, if you can find that, that'd be good, Jared.
Find it.
I don't want to.
Want me to
I don't want to put it up on stream because like I don't want to like dox anybody.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
I don't want to like.
Yeah,
but just keep it up. I'll just let you read it and shit. You just read it. Because I'm pretty sure most of the people that are watching are gonna know exactly what we're talking about, anyways. But
okay.
Yeah, no, like I said, I don't want to like dox anybody, and I also don't want to like put her identity out there. You know what I mean? It's not so much for him because I could give less of a fuck about that piece of shit. But I really just don't want to like put her identity out there if she's not. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like just try to be considerate towards people and shit. But oh, there we go. Brandon's back.
Hey.
All right, so yeah, go ahead, Jared. Give Brandon like a little premise towards this piece of shit before we.
Yeah, I was just scrolling the old Book of Faces yesterday, and I saw somebody shared this thing about some fucking piece of shit dude from Stratford came to London, just like generic douche bro looking guy.
Yeah. Oh, I think I saw this. I think I know who you're talking about. I didn't quite read it. I was going to. I had saved it actually. So go ahead.
So we got a new weekly whatever you want to call it segment that we're gonna do on the show here, and it's called
Mike
Piece of Shit of the Week. Yeah,
Mike, you're the first piece of shit of the week.
So for this week, for the first week, Mike is our piece of shit of the week.
Mike is our piece of shit.
Go ahead, Jared.
You guys want me to read her post with like?
Yeah, just read her post that she posted about him.
All right, I'm not going to say her name. Like we didn't talk to her about her or anything.
Exactly.
But I saw it get shared around. So she posted, "I know that literally none of you are going to care, or you're going to come after me because I'm dramatic. But last night this guy came over. I was supposed to have my best friend, name redacted, over as well, but he refused to show up unless she left. So I was like, okay, fair." Like, as soon as a guy is like, I'm not coming over if your friend's over.
Red flag.
Like,
yeah.
Red flag.
Like, not trying to, like, victim blame, but...
No, not at all. Not at all. But that's just more proof to the point that he's a fucking complete bag of shit. You know what I mean? Like, anybody who says something like that is not a good person. Like, in that way. Like...
Yeah, probably not. No.
All right, so I'll continue. So she's like, okay, fair. You're supposed to come around 9. It didn't show up till quarter after 11. We were watching a movie and shit when he tried taking my pants off, and I started to yell at him, and to tell him to stop, and then he needs to leave. He got upset, saying that I was leading him on. She said that they sat on opposite sides of the couch when she stood up to take her dog outside, I assume.
Yeah, that's what I got.
And then he tried to guilt trip her because he's like, I drove all the way to London from Stratford.
Like, and it's so far.
Oh?
Yeah, 30 minutes, you piece of shit. Unless you're Keiryn, then it's like 15 minutes. But
or me.
Yeah. It's like, during this whole thing between them, he proceeded to hit him, and her dog got involved. Luckily, he didn't hit the dog. Yeah, that'd be fucked. But he's tried to, and then screamed at her. And he only left because she started to dial 911.
Yeah. So yeah, this fucking like literal complete human bag of fucking trash with a mullet showed up at this chick's place and fucking decided to act like a complete piece of shit and fucking pressure his way into getting some fucking pussy, you know what I mean? And then when that didn't work out for him, he decided to fucking start screaming and yelling at her like it's somehow her fault. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, dude? You stupid piece of shit, Mike. You literal bag of trash. I'll fucking make eye contact with this camera for that one. If you want to fuck around with people, Mike, you little piece of shit, come fuck with me, my friend. No problem at all. Well, I have a concern of putting my fucking leg on the side of your head, you stupid piece of trash. You are the most disgusting example of humanity, and I hope that the absolute worst possible things happen to you in the future. I hope everything bad that can happen to a human fucking happens to you. You piece of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's about all I can go off on without getting myself into some kind of legal trouble when I eventually do beat the living shit out of this person and now there's intent behind it and shit like that.
There's like one part in her post at the bottom that says, she's like, but anyway, Stratford and area females and males, please be careful of them. He seemed really nice at first, but in person,
here, you know what though? Link me the post, Jared, and I'll put his picture up at least. I won't link her article or anything like that, but I'll crop it so it's just his picture. Because, I would very much like to at least publicly expose his fucking image. You know what I mean?
His fucking romper wearing ass.
Yeah, he's wearing a fucking, like, onesie that a 3-year-old would wear and shit. You know what I mean? Fucking piece of shit. Yeah, perfect. All right, hold on a second.
Yeah, his like fucking shorts are riding up into his crotch. It looks like he's wearing a man romper. Like a douche.
There we go. There you go. This is our gentle asshole of the week here. There you go, right there. That's the guy. So, if any of the viewers out in the World's Worst Podcast land happen to know who this guy is, maybe send him a message and at least express your beliefs as towards how he's a complete bag of shit. Mike, you stupid fuck. Look at you with your stupid ass fucking ball cap on, your dumb ass fucking mullet rocking out of the back, flexing that right arm forward while you hold the photo button down so it looks like you got a tricep. You fucking pathetic skinny piece of fucking nothingness. Look at you wearing a onesie around and shit like that, trying to expose your ball sack and cock, but it's all an inch long in total, so there's nothing to stick out of anywhere. You disgust me. You useless piece of fucking shit. I hope you get hit by a fucking truck, dude. But not a big enough truck to kill you. Just a big enough truck to break your legs.
325 shares on it. Damn.
Good. Fucking good. And there's another one. So now you're fucking...
Like an old Ford Ranger.
Yeah.
One of those fucking trucks.
What a fucking piece of trash, dude. Fuck you, Mike. You literal piece of shit. I hope this somehow finds its way to you and that you fucking get to see this little clip because you are a literal bag of shit. And you got some good stuff coming your way, buddy.
Best part is you live in the same town as him.
Fucking
you
dipshit.
might run into him.
Yeah, that's right. I'm right over on Wellington Street, Mike. If you'd like to come over and have a conversation about it, please come over and we can talk about this, no problem. If you'd like to do it on a Sunday, we can do it live on the air. We can have a real good conversation about it, no problem.
Yeah, come defend yourself live. We swear it'll work out great for you.
Yeah, you'll be good. It'll be fine. It'll be totally fine. Nothing.
Guys named Mike usually
nothing.
suck.
Nothing bad. Yeah. Nothing bad will happen. No, I promise. Everything will be totally fine. You don't need to worry. You don't need to worry. Don't worry about a single thing, Mike. Everything will be just fine. I wouldn't worry about it. You know what I mean? We can just come over and we can just have a nice conversation. Nice talk. Like adults. Right, Mike? Mike?
What time is it? 9,
so,
10.
Yeah,
damn.
That's our piece of shit of the week.
Piece of
Mike.
shit for the week.
So yeah, if you've got any other pieces of shit of the week for next week that you come across through your daily travels, and you feel like you find somebody on the internet that needs to be shamed, send them our way. No problem. We'll shame them up like a motherfucker. We got that.
I didn't have my rant about Rubbermaid today.
That's right. Yeah, you want to go off on that before we call it a night?
No.
Okay.
I'm tired.
You're gonna save that one?
That'll just ruin me.
All right, cool.
Rubbermaid.
Fuck Rubbermaid, dude.
You've got it fucking coming. All right.
You and Mike.
Fix your sheds, bro.
Oh, fucking seriously.
You're gonna get
Rubbermaid.
it.
We're gonna build a Rubbermaid shed and throw Mike through it.
Oh yeah, dude, you piece of shit. Yeah. All right. Anybody else got anything else they wanted to bring up or anything else? Are we all good?
I think that's a good episode for this week, gentlemen.
I think so too. I think that's a good run for sure, boys. Well, there we go. World's Worst Podcast, number 24 in the bag.
24. Damn.
Oh man, 24.
We're gonna hit the quarter century mark next week, boys.
Yeah, man, we're almost at half a year.
That's crazy.
That's fucking impressive. That's 6
that.
months. Yeah, 6 months of straight every week. Oh yeah, also bookkeeping. We didn't even mention this at the start, and we should have. We're going to be moving the World's Worst Podcast from Saturday nights until Sunday nights. So from now on, to catch your weekly fix of retardation and idiocy, you need to be here on Sundays.
Seems a bit easier.
Yeah, it works out better for all of our schedules. I have a lot of overtime that I can work these days, and I can kind of only do them on Saturdays, so it's kind of essential.
Brendan's killing it with his photography, and Saturday's a good time for that.
Exactly. So it's much easier for us to do the podcast.
And we figured
recording.
too, Saturday night's more or less the time that people will be out compared to Sunday night. So
hey,
if you're
just
metric doing stuff Saturday, you can't watch.
Just
so
based
Sunday,
on just metric wise, we had like 8 concurrent viewers on this week, and
I noticed that actually.
So we only did that the last time we did the debate special when we were hitting 8. So so that's pretty good. So yeah, thank you all for showing up and chatting and chilling and shit like that. We love you guys. You're the best. Apparently there's still 5 of you out there.
Invite your friends to come watch with me, retards.
Yeah, please do, man. Please do spread it around, man. It's we're here every week. But yeah, so it's going to be no longer on Saturday nights. It'll be Sunday nights at 6 or 6:30, depending on the week. We'll make sure we keep you posted if anything's changing. But going forward, you can catch the World's Worst Podcast live on Facebook every Sunday at 6 o'clock. Yeah, other than that, go follow Monolith Multimedia. That's about it. Jared, you got anything you want to plug? Jared fucks wives at hotmail.com.
Jack shit.
If you've got a wife to fuck, contact Jared.
Yeah, message
Jared.
Dude, that's at Jared. How do you pronounce your last name? Truax? Is that what it was?
There you go. Yeah, bang on, dude.
There we go.
Only
Yeah.
pans.
There we go. Yeah. Only pans. Yeah, that's right. He's still accepting pan donations.
Still needs a good old cast iron.
He's not doing well for himself. His eggs taste like chemicals. It's horrible. World's Worst
I haven't even
Podcast.
bought eggs in 2 months.
Oh god.
All right. In the bag, boys.
Right.
World's Worst
24.
Podcast, number 24. Thanks for being with us. We love you guys. We'll see you next week. Have a good one.